Friends, fans, and fine folk, come on down with your snacks and drinks to a special one-off episode of Fool's Gold. Hello, everyone! We are live. Everybody can say hello and test the sound.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
So you may notice, everybody, on Robert Hartley's channel, that I'm up here in this corner, not in the GM's chair over on that side. Who's that handsome devil? You all know him. You all love him. That's my good friend, Dead Aussie Gamer. You will be taking the reins from me today, with the honour of being the first GM to GM on my channel.
I like that. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited and very keen to run this game. Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and we are here for Fool's Gold Off Menu, a continuation of a game that we played promoting the Fool's Gold Kickstarter, which is running right now. We ran it on the Dreaded GM's channel, actually, during our Dread fundraiser that we used to raise funds for our lovely friend down there. Hi, Dread.
Oh, hi there! Hello!
And of course, because the game was so much fun, we asked everyone to come back and go again. So as you can see, I am joined by an illustrious cast of wonderful and talented performers with both old faces and new faces. But to tell you about their faces, I'm going to throw it to the cast. Tell us, guys, who you are and who are you going to be playing today?
Hello, so I'm Robert Hartley, this is my channel. Welcome along to everybody who's just followed. Thank you very much. You've just pushed me over 10,000 followers here on Twitch. I appreciate that tremendously. It is it's wonderful to have all of these new people here. I'm a full-time dungeon master. I do D&D here on Twitch 5 or 6 days a week, talking about various different things. I rarely actually play D&D on my channel, but I do talk about D&D. I read things about D&D. I do play an interactive game of D&D on a Saturday called Twitch Tales, where the chat can actually be a part of the game. And you might know me from Viva la Dirt League. I'm the Dungeon Master for Viva la Dirt League on YouTube. I also wrote and directed a new series, a web series called D&D Logic, which you may have seen dotted around the place if you are a D&D nut like I am. So that's who I am. Thank you very much for following. If you like that sort of content, make sure to stick around. Who I'll be playing today is a continuation of the character I played from the Dread game before, a druid goblin known as Polly, or Gobby to his friends. And that's pretty much all you'll need to know for now. You'll find out the rest as we get into it. Down to you, Dread.
Thanks from up there, Rob. Hi, I'm Josh, the Dreaded GM. I love Dungeons & Dragons. I love community. I love cool things, creativity, all that cool stuff. So if you want to know what I do, full-time GM as well, and content creator. And if you want to find out what's happening there, just Google Dreaded GM. I'm sure you'll find me somewhere. We are doing something cool at the end of the month. We were meant to be doing DreadCon, which was a virtual convention for tabletop role-playing game. Everyone come together and celebrate all that cool stuff, but unfortunately we had some real life stuff that's happening to us at the moment. But instead we've decided to make a con save. Pun very much intended there. So we are still going to do a 36-hour event where all our friends are going to come onto our channel and have a bunch of fun. So if you want to see that, join us there and join us in the Discord for a whole bunch of fun. I'm playing today the best vampire in my opinion, Malachi, who is the vampire lord to a chicken, which I'm very excited about there. So if you missed the first episode, you'll have to find out how we got a vampire chicken. And I'll tell you what, Count Cucklia is like one of my favorite characters of all time. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna pass it on down to Gothy. Gothy, hello.
Hello. Hi, I'm Gothy. I played Gothy in the original run of the Fool's Gold campaign, as we said is going on Kickstarter right now, and I will be playing Miri, the Rogue Weaver, Weaver being a brand new race featured in the Fool's Gold module, and we are here to tell you that we are not evil and not Driders.
You're not evil.
Not evil and not Driders. Yeah.
It's always a good indication that a person is not evil if they have to tell you that they're not evil.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the first thing that I expect in a conversation, is someone to tell me that they're not evil.
it's just good to know. It's just breaking stereotypes and, just trying to make a good impression.
If you stab somebody, they won't be sad because you're not evil.
He'll be dead.
They're good.
I'm gonna try to minimize the stabbing today.
So good. I love it. Also, the beautiful mind behind this awesome character art we got next to us as well too, right,
yeah.
Gothy?
Oh, thank you.
Malachi's never looked so good.
This wonderful artwork
Yeah.
that Scotty's doing. Over to narrator over there.
Hi, I'm Narrator. Hi, that's me. How's it going, everybody? My name is Narrator. I'm gonna be playing probably my favorite character I've played in a very long time. He is a Minotaur Warhulk. His name is Ollie. Ollie Oxford. It's a pleasure to be here. I usually don't get to play D&D a lot, so having me on here with you amazing people is a thrill and a treat. Thanks for having me.
We're gonna have some fun.
Hi, I'm Quincy. I will be playing Quincy, half-elf artificer. It's kind of, you can find me on most socials. Just type in Quincy's Tavern, you should find me there. But I am so excited to continue on with this adventure. Have some new things coming up. Coco de Griffin will come back, as well as Waffles, the bag. I'm super excited to see how this goes.
Yeah.
So.
There's also Waffles now. Forgot about Waffles for a minute. Okay.
Carson.
Hey, I'm Carson. I also go by Space Shark. You probably don't know that one, but you probably know me as the embodiment of chaos and glitter that is Arena from the original Fool's Gold run. Yeah, I'm playing a Haringen Fey Wanderer Ranger today, which is super hype because I have never played anything close to either of them, so it's gonna be kind of crazy. Gonna do a lot of cooking, as you can see with that chef's knife there. Thanks again to the wonderful Gothy for making that, by the way. Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/spaceshark. I'm a variety streamer, which is a nice way of saying that I don't commit. But, yeah, I play a little bit of everything. I just hang out on this couch with you guys. And I guess I'll throw it back to Dag.
All right, so with that being out of the way, I would like to also take a quick moment here to thank a couple of sponsors, that of course being our major sponsor, the great minds behind Hit Point Press, who are responsible in kind for this amazing Kickstarter called Fool's Gold. If you guys get a chance to, please take a moment, go check out the Kickstarter. There's some amazing goodies that are there. Not only will you get the campaign setting, which is filled with a bunch of the stuff that you're going to see today, including, of course, as mentioned, the Weaver race, a bunch of the monsters, some of the characters and encounters you'll see, lots of familiar places from the Dingo Doodles series, but also goodies such as plush toys and dice and a Gothy mask. There's actually a freaking Gothy replica mask, right? Some amazing stuff, and of course,
I want a Gothy mask.
It's a Gothy mask. And my personal favorite, there is a dog-sized Tarask miniature.
Dog-sized Tarask.
That is. Oh.
If you try really hard, it can also crush your grandma.
It could definitely crush my grandma.
Gonna buy one right now.
But look, if I'm the dead Aussie gamer, I don't really, just poor grandma. Anyway, so without any further ado, oh wait, no, we have one more sponsor. I've got. I would like to give a special shout out and special thank you to another sponsor of the amazing artwork that you can see on our layout. This comes courtesy of the delightful and amazing Elitian. Am I saying that right? Elitian. The wonderful artist who is, of course, you can find on Dred's channel doing a bunch of stuff. I think she absolutely nailed and killed the artwork here. It is truly amazing. So thank you, Em. Big love.
And did you ever actually mention who you were and how people can find you
Michael,
when you're not
yes.
hijacking? When you're not hijacking my stream, where can people find you?
Yeah,
This guy-
he's from Australia. He plays games. Self-explanatory.
That's it. Look, dead Aussie gamer. What's more to know? Yeah, guys. Look, my name's Michael. I'm the dead Aussie gamer. I am a parasite in the RPG community. I am on other people's channel all the time because because that's what I do. I hop from stream to stream. I play role-playing games, and I promote health and well-being through the use of role-playing. Whether it's you're someone running a game on a small table, or if you're an international celebrity, I'm all about the good vibes and making sure that you all feel loved, welcomed, and heard at this place that we call roleplay. That is who I am, and if you want to find me, literally Google Dead Aussie Gamer, because I'm all over the place. I do have my own channel, but I just run it for my Patreons, because they're cool, and we love Patreons. Patreons are awesome. Speaking of Patreons, I'm fairly confident everyone in this chat has a Patreon. Fred!
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah.
Everyone here has a Patreon, or by the time you watch this video, will have a Patreon.
I do have one.
Go and help these guys out.
You guys saying, go get one. I was like, okay. And I did it. It exists now. It does.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
I guess I'll figure out how to make one, I guess.
Yeah.
Mercy. All right. Without any further ado, the winds begin to change. The sky burns with the heat of a glorious sun as I welcome each and every one of my wonderful players and you to the Bellowing Wilds, known as the world's deadliest dungeon, an uncharted and terrifying locale where the monsters are hostile and the lore is rich, where adventure awaits behind every corner. Our journey begins in a small orcish town named Pyrite. A small smokestack series clouds the area in this glorious smell of roasted and smoked meats, burnt hickory, and barbecue sauce that just can be smelled from kingdoms far, far, far away. And it is here that our heroes are enjoying the festivities in full. There is roiling, there is celebrations, there are cheers. And for this, I would like to turn to our first character as they enter the scene to describe themselves and what they're doing at the festival known as the Bellowing Barbecue. Polly.
Well, having just arrived. This isn't the voice. I've got to find Polly's voice again. It was an attempt at Spanish. Español. Hey, sí. But with quite the nasal sort of Spanish. Hey, this is what it was. I found it. Here it is. So Polly is just her. I don't know why I found the voice and then started to narrate in third person. It's the worst. This is not. Can we start again? I'm going to go back to the wanted screen. We're going to start this whole stream again.
I'll do it. Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome everyone.
Edit. Cut that out. So Polly has just, in my voice, Polly has just come back from saving a salad for this festival and is enjoying the imbibement of a drink that has been made in their honor and named for them after having lost some coins into that drink. Polly's looking around to see if there's anybody who may be not watching their purse, maybe. Just because they've lost their entire coin purse into the drink, which has given it a nice sort of metallic coppery taste, but is they're feeling a little broke.
Casting your gaze over the crowd within the festival, you can see that there is a small girl. This small girl has a plate of hot wings and is very frantically, every bite that she seems to be taking, she takes a moment to and then this chili sauced smile covers her face. You can see that hanging off her belt is a rather heavy purse. She takes another bite from the chicken wing. It's so good. She looks up and
I consider it.
You consider it. She looks up at what looks to be a rather well-dressed chef, who is of course a rabbit.
Harrigan.
Thank you, Harangan. Carson, could you describe your character, please, and your surrounds?
All right. Well, hi everyone. My name's Eliza. I'm currently cooking in Eliza's Hot Hut, surrounded with a bunch of ingredients. Let's see, cockatrice and Aberithian peppercorn. Picked them fresh myself today. Just your normal everyday. Used to be human, now Haringen. Had a little bit of a run-in with Dabrius about that. Honestly, just need to make my money after my cart got destroyed by a fire at an orphanage.
Bring it right back.
No idea where that came from.
Well,
I have no idea about
never heard
that.
of that.
Nope. That's news to us.
Freak accident to me.
No
News,
idea where
news
that
to us.
came from. Really,
That,
really set me back. Really wish
that-
I could find whoever did that.
Well, I hope you do. But I just asked if you had any ranch dressing for these cucumbers.
I like to overshare.
Life story.
That's part of the experience of going
Oh.
to Eliza's Hot Hut. You get the
Okay.
hot deets.
Okay.
Oh.
She sits there and just waits for ranch that never comes.
So good.
Moving on, just around the corner from where Polly has kind of glanced at this child and that little scene there, we go to Quincy. Please describe your character and what your character is doing at the festival.
Quincy is having a grand old time at this festival. He's got 2 plates because he got first and second, so he didn't have to get up. Quincy is a half-elf artificer. He's got his bandana all ready to go. He's got his goggles. Pockets everywhere. He's got a whole thing about pockets, and he's got like his gauntlets on, brown and black. They're mismatched because one he stole, one he found. He's just having a grand old time with this, and Coco, his little griffin artificery contraption, is sitting on his shoulder, helping him eat like the chicken wings as he's going, and the ribs and everything. He's kind of like just going all through there. But you'll notice if you kind of just watch him a little bit, you don't really want to watch him too long, but if you watch him, he's taking the bones and throwing the bones down at his feet by his bag that's at his feet. And if you listen, you could hear a as he drops like the bone down to it. And so yeah, but he's just like enjoying his time there, getting a second helping of like the potato salad, and just thriving right now.
All right. Not too far away from Quincy is another figure, a tall, dashing man with long dreadlocks, pale complexion, and pointed teeth. Dread, you are with Quincy, but describe what your character is doing.
Okay. Just for a little bit of context, is how much time has passed since we last played?
30 seconds.
30 seconds? Okay.
Picking up immediately.
Okay. I've been drinking lots of soul sugar. And I'm gonna look at Polly, who's looking at the little girl who's looking at the purse, or who has the purse. Hey, Quincy.
What? Huh? What?
Watch this. I'm gonna very obviously sneak up, so everyone sees me sneaking up, and I've got my thwacker, my spider thwacker, the sticky hand that I got.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up behind the little girl, and then just try and grab it with my sticky spider.
All right. I'm going to get you to make a stealth roll with this. It's a small child, so I'm not going to go with an attack roll, mostly because you're going to hit her. Yeah, like, she's not dodging. And she has no armor. So this tiny, viscous, and very, very sticky bit of just kind of goo, I guess, in the shape of a spider is pulled tight by your hands as you lash it out. And what did you get?
17.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah. With the 17, the spider opens and unfurls, and the kind of sticky surface goes thunk, and then flies into your hand.
I can't believe that worked.
That was easy.
Look, it worked!
Me neither. That was surprising to say the least.
I stole the little girl's purse!
Yeah.
You what? Says an orc as they they kind of look at you in the direction.
Hey.
And you hear another orc sort of say, "Quiet, dear. They're the heroes. They managed to get the salad."
Yeah. Where I'm going to buy some more soul sugar. Who wants some more soul sugar?
Yep. Over here. One more.
As
something?
with Quincy double fisting food and Polly and Malachi definitely getting a little bit on the heavy end of the soul sugar. Miri, you witness that.
I witnessed him use the sticky spider in order to steal from a little girl.
Oh yeah, somehow or another, your message of peace to ensure that weavers are not treated as evil has been wielded as a weapon to steal children's coin.
He's creative with it, I'll give him that. Maybe shouldn't have let him have that one. Okay.
Maybe a sticker next time. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, I'm okay. So Miri will approach the little girl, who's just like her entire gold pouch is gone now.
She finishes the last of her wings, her face still covered in chili sauce. She puts the plate down and then reaches to for a pouch to try and order another bowl. As she does so, she looks at her and says, "Oh no, I'm sorry, miss. I think I've lost my wallet."
Oh no.
Can't pay their shit?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I maybe.
Oh, you know what? Why don't I just cover for your tab then? I'll pay for it.
She looks at you with these wide eyes. She has never seen a weaver before. Gothy, could you describe could you describe Miri for us?
Miri is a 3-foot tall blue sort of spider folk. She has 8 eyes, including like her normal peepers. And then she has 2 large fuzzy sort of spider legs, or 4 large spider legs sticking out of her back. And she's very colorfully dressed and sort of reminds you of like a peacock spider. Very iridescent, sort of fine fur and lots of bright colors. And she also has fangs.
Yeah, and fangs. There's a
fangs.
moment where you see that look. It's kind of like that same stunned look you've seen before multiple times. And it almost is always followed with a shriek or a scream. You brace, but then the child says, "You're so pretty."
Oh,
Nice.
thank you. Oh, aren't you just the sweetest thing? So don't worry about the tab. I'll totally cover for you. And here, why don't you pick like something out of my little spider goodie bag here?
I can?
Oh yeah. We've got stickers and spider rings and spider sticky pins and lanyards. Lanyards are great.
Oh. She sort of, you see her go kind of head first into this bag as she sort of like looks around, and she comes out and she says, "Wow!" And she holds up what looks to be a golden watch that has like crystals engraved into like a spider. It's like this limited edition, like, you know, spider watch. This is so cool.
How did that get there?
I wasn't in there when I was
The limited edition spider watch just slipped in there.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
It's the Weaver equivalent of a Rolex. It's like
Like, oh, that wasn't meant to be.
She's
Chosen it already though.
Entering the scene. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Also, yes.
No, go ahead.
Entering the scene from the shadows with pure grace and elegance, you see Count Cockler holding the pouch and it drops it at the feet. And off in the distance, you hear Malachi say, "I've lost it! I've lost it!"
So as this ebony black chicken approaches, it sort of headbutts Miri in the back. Miri, you can see it has the girl's coin pouch.
Oh well, thank you very much, Count Cluckula.
Because
Like a little pat. Oh, look. You did not sound like that an hour ago.
Stole your patch?
it's a vampire chicken. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more about Count Cluckula, watch the first episode. I'm not going into it. They have a vampire chicken. Okay.
You know what? I think you must have.
No, little lady, if you want to take revenge on that chicken, I can whip you up some more wings.
Oh no! The chicken's with me. Chicken's fine.
With you?
Yeah.
Is it your pet?
The chicken stops and does the whole dramatic gopher look where he just sort of. And as it does, Eliza, I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you got this.
Oh, that's so good.
This chicken has a lot of pizzazz.
Yeah. Oh.
22.
22. Okay. You feel a presence try to exert itself over your mind as the chicken's eyes glow red. You can see the eyes kind of almost like as a hallucination in front of you, like these giant eyes staring at you, and then it looks, and then just continues to waddle off
It's so
into the
good.
distance.
Yeah, all right. I'm not dealing with any of that. You can just pay me now.
All right. Now, as this happens, all of a sudden, Malachi, Polly, Quincy, Miri, and Eliza, you look at the fluid, like it's like kind of like maybe a drink. It might be a bowl of soup. Might be your chili jam that you've got on the counter here. But all of a sudden, there's just this ripple. And then another. The orcs look around. They kind of seem panicked. What's that? Oh no, not another attack. Get ready! We think there's some dinos coming. Could be a stampede. Go to arms!
boy.
To arms!
Hold up my chicken leg.
Knife.
Necrusha! Necrusha!
Okay, little girl. Why
Damn
don't
it.
you just go back inside and we'll, shut the door.
Here, get in my car.
You call out to Necrusha. Necrusha, immediately sort of stands up, and axe at the ready as she prepares for battle. She is looking the wrong way as she is. She's definitely enjoyed the festivities quite well. Next to her, you can see a small Forclaimer, as Valen with his tiny little dinosaur companion, Bonk, a Pachycephalosaurus with a domed head, with large eyes and a tongue sticking there out of the side of their mouth. Valen sort of quickly moves Necrusha so she's pointing the right way, and Bonk sort of just sits, if like a puppy sits, and just wags its little tail. As these footsteps begin to get closer, you can see this huge, massive head breaking through the tree line, almost like a T-Rex sized head. And as it sort of does so, there's this huge audible sigh, and steam and smoke kind of come out of this immense maw of this creature. Narrator, can you describe Ollie for us?
So, I love how you did that. So Ollie is a 12-foot tall, 1.4 ton minotaur.
Oh boy.
Who is coated in heavy armor, little scuffs, little scrapes here and there. But he's got the body of a super strong man, but the face that want to cook you breakfast.
No.
Hells yeah.
12
What a
feet.
friend.
Malachi will walk up in a drunken stupor and just stare up at you. Well, you're big, aren't you?
Malachi?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Wait! Ollie?
Hello.
Oh,
Wait, where you been?
There.
thank the
made
gods.
Oh,
I'm gonna need a bigger seat.
And I
was
thought
Ollie.
I thought it was gonna be one of those dinos that we stole the cabbages from, but whew, at least you're. Where have you been?
I've been around. I've been to the Colosseum a lot, testing strength, all that jazz, and when I started hurting, people laughing and cheering, and so I decided to come here and see what was going on. It's like a party.
Yeah,
It's
big
a party.
big
Pull up
party.
a table.
We saved a salad and got a drink named after us, Ollie.
What's it called?
Soul sugar.
That was the better of two choices of name, I feel.
Yeah.
The other one
It
was
sounds delicious. I would love to try some.
great.
You should
just
you should
in time.
partake. We're getting free food because of having saved everybody.
Who said
Free food?
anything was free?
I mean, I haven't been
Mayor?
paying.
Ollie, look what Mary gave me.
What's
And
that?
You feel a tiny wet slap on like the tip of your nose. It's like literally like if someone were to lick a penny and put it on your nose. That's kind of how it feels.
Pretty cool, right?
It is. It's very nice. Is it like magic or something? Is it? How do you?
Yes.
Can you tell me how it works?
You pull it back really far. You let it go.
Ollie. We got a vampire chicken. Eat this.
Macaw.
No, don't eat that. We really don't know what that would
Yeah,
do.
I
What if
wouldn't
what
recommend
happens?
I would not
Eat
recommend.
the chicken.
I would not recommend it.
No.
Here's my spawn. Do not eat my chicken.
Here, I got some stuff that you can eat. Come on, take a seat.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you hear a call from a very. What does your cot look like, Eliza?
I would say that it's kind of ramshackle, just because of how much she's gone through. She had to patch it together with like what looks like scraps, but it's got like a really homey feel to it. It's got like herbs and spices kind of dangling from the top, just a whole bunch of different like pots and woks and pans just sort of strewn out everywhere. I think she doesn't really have a knife rack. They're just sort of stabbed into the wood. Grabs them whenever she needs them.
Nice.
I turn to you and say, whatever you have, this boy will eat much more than a chicken. What else do you got than chicken?
Oh, well, I mean, I got the Kung Pao cockatrice, I got the Aberithian shrimp linguine, I got the Pyrite-style barbecue that I've made special for this.
Hey, Malachi.
Personal favorite, not gonna tell you what it's made of. I hunted it today, and I don't know, but it's barbecued.
Hey, Malachi, we were sent west in order to find new foods and ales for your boss, were we not?
Right.
Seems that
I was meant to be doing that.
yes.
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it?
That was why we were sent here in the first place.
I
Yes,
forgot.
of course.
So,
I'm not gonna lie.
Stumble
Ollie-
up to
There was booze
Eliza.
involved, so
So
got a
real-
bit
real-
sidetracked.
Like to offer you a job.
A job?
Yes.
Doing
I
what?
work for a very powerful individual who's looking for the best foods in the land. And I haven't tasted yours, but I bet it's pretty damn good.
Well,
Well,
I know
Malachi?
it is,
Malachi?
but I'm
Malachi?
gonna have to work for it.
wait, Malachi, hang on, wait a second. I object. I'm like,
so immediately
he's been,
both
he's
Goth-
been traveling with you the whole time.
Yeah.
not like
So
I've
both
been
Mi-
cooking for you since we started this. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
So Miri and Quincy both
Uh-oh,
move
are
over
we
to
going to have a
Malachi,
cook-off?
immediately taking issue with the previous statement. Ollie, as you're standing over, like, sort of, again, watching this chaos happen about knee height,
Still holding the chicken.
still holding this vampire chicken, you suddenly feel a very soft impact on your shin. You look down and you can see Bonk, the patchy zipper. So he looks up at you and he is wagging his tail. He starts running laps around your leg.
Ooh! I dropped the chicken. Can I go?
The chicken-
Can I go?
The chicken transforms into a rat with the head of a chicken, and then scurries under a table.
horrifying.
That creature's magical. I need to know, but first, you are adorable. Come here. I want to try and pick up Bonk.
Oh, he lets you pick it up. He stands in he's very small, right? You can cup him in both hands, and as he does, he sort of runs a few laps around your hand. He smells it. He looks up at you, and then sort of barks, but in like a bork kind of way. And he's kind of like wagging his tail, like he's like waiting for you, or he's just happy to see you.
You are the cutest thing I've ever seen. You're so cute. Do you walk walkies?
You say the word, and he starts jumping and like changing the side of his tongue that's hanging out, like as he's swaying his head, just so happy. Yes, he would definitely like walkies.
Okay, let's go get food, and then I'll give you walkies. Let's go.
As you walk with the dinosaur in your hand, because like, and he's sort of like like just at the front, like he's almost like he's flying, and he's just like. Miri,
Titanic bot.
Yes.
you can obviously see the knowing the group's overall objective, to find food and stuff like that. Malachi, specifically for his boss, looking at the ramshackled hut and kind of getting a vibe for the situation. You kind of get the impression that that maybe for the first time in a long while, it's okay to take a breath, like The jungles themselves are very dangerous, fraught with perils and dangers. Even the raptors that you had fought still kind of weigh on your mind, because you left the Weaver tribe to spread goodwill, to tell people about how Weavers aren't evil. And for the very, very first moment, you kind of have this like exhale, you know, like you feel as though the worst thing you need to worry about is you know, like a vampire stealing, you know, a child's wallet, you know.
Oh, well, my concern of the scenario was that Malachi might actually be planning on feeding the girl to his boss.
Oh.
Never mind. You are concerned that your vampire is about to murder a small child.
feeding the bunny to the boss.
As you make your way over to try and prevent Heliza from being potentially scouted as a potential meal for Vichenko?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Sure.
Yes,
Roll with it.
good. What it is now.
It's your will now.
I would like Gothy to make me a perception check, please, and then I would like everyone else to tell me what your passive perception is.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Nine
sorry,
Passive
Quincy,
perception, for
I
those
did
of you who
not
don't know,
mean to
is
offend
your
you.
perception check plus 10.
I love your food.
Perception check.
Passive is 16.
16?
Passive 12.
12?
It's
21.
Sorry. Perception plus 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, 18.
18.
Perception plus 10.
Yep.
Oh, I'm at 8.
Have you got a -2 perception modifier?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right, that's great.
What did Gobby get?
19 passive.
19. All right. So pretty much everyone, with the exception of Malachi and Ollie. You suddenly.
What, Ollie didn't notice?
Yeah, Ollie
What?
didn't notice. I know, crazy. He's like so perceptive
Shocker.
normally.
I have a dinosaur in my hand and I want food.
Tunnel vision.
All right. As you approach with the dinosaur in your hand, Ollie, you see a bellowing beast. As described by Heliza, the bellowing beast is a special type of barbecue where no one quite knows what it is, but it's delicious and roasted and smoked and covered in sauce. And it is the most enchanting thing you've ever seen and smelled. You can hear the cherubs like, as you kind of look at the roast. You see even Bonk is kind of like salivating and looks up at you almost like,
Yeah.
you move over. And as you reach for the barbecue, the rest of you hear the following.
Well, that's ominous.
Was that like
Doesn't
a
sound
boom
rad.
or a crash or a rumbling? What?
Ollie, did you bring a friend?
Gobby is right in the middle. Gobby's right in the middle of like calming down the rest of the party, being like, "It's okay, he's with us." Like after everybody was getting ready to be like, "Oh, it's dinosaurs," and I'm like, "No, it's fine, it's with us." And then suddenly, okay, maybe not. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, the people are definitely still kind of looking at Ollie like, kind of like, oh, okay, if the guys who came with the salad, came with it, then I guess they're okay. But that is when you realize that the people aren't looking at Ollie anymore. High above the sky is a large explosion. And colored lights begin to fill the air. First red, then purple, then green. And everyone goes,
Is that part of it? This is the celebrations.
Ooh, fireworks.
This is supposed to happen.
No, can't say it is. We don't have fireworks. We thought maybe it was one of you.
Is it one of us?
Not me.
Miri?
No.
Vala, is this you?
No, I cannot say that it is. I lack the capacity to be able to wield
Yeah, okay,
such-
shut up.
Very well.
Okay. Any chance I've seen anything like this before?
Yes, but less colorful. You know of gunpowder and explosions and the like. But what comes after the fireworks? A large, an immense blimp flies into view over the tree canopies, with several small, like, kind of ropes and stuff hanging and dangling what looks to be a boat with a figurehead of a goblin that seems to be tied, like, kind of to the front. It is an actual goblin. It's not a figurehead. It's like there's this. Coming from the front of the ship as it's sailing.
Can I translate that into common from Goblin?
I don't like my current predicament. It seems as though I have not been granted a choice of consent for my current circumstance, and would very much like to find myself on terra firma as opposed to aloft aboard this rather large dirigible.
Garby, what's he saying?
He's saying, "Ah!"
That's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
Sounds about bad.
All right.
Are they friends of yours?
Nope.
Not that one.
No.
Not that one.
What's
As
the rest
you,
of this?
As you take a closer look, Miri, you notice that on the actual bow of the ship itself are several large harpoons and several crates stacked high behind them. The harpoons fire and embed into the ground. As they do so, the dirigible kind of looms very ominously overhead, and a turtle, a large turtle, steps out and says, "All right, men. Attack!" And several bandits quickly rip out a what looks to be a small hook and cable, attach it to the harpoon rails, and zipline down. And they say, "Get him! Yeah!" As they begin to sail down, and we are going to start initiative.
Awesome.
Battle.
How high is this? How high is this dirigible, roughly?
How high is the dirigible? The dirigible is currently 150 foot in the air.
Are we starting rested, by the way?
No, we started
Yes.
30 seconds after the previous one.
Yeah, I know. That's
So I'll still use all my.
You've had a short rest. You've had a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, all the food we could eat.
Yes. All right. Also, I would like to take a moment to give a shout out to Sirenscape for the lovely tunes. The earlier music that you heard is actually part of the soundscape from the Kickstarter as well. So you can look forward to some pretty sick tunes with the Fool's Gold Kickstarter as well. So be sure to check it out. Links in the chat. Chat. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start in order. So, Rob, starting with you. What is your
11.
Keep going.
Oh, me? 23.
Yep, Miri.
17.
Okay. Narrator.
I got 7.
16.
Quincy. 16. Thank you.
I just rolled a 20.
Nice. Does that make your thing 20?
Yeah, well, 28.
28. Okay. Sweet.
You all get such high initiative. What the heck?
All right, and let's
I'm a
find out
rabbit.
what our lovely attackers have. You know what? I can actually do this with sound effects because I'm special
Let's
and it's
go.
what I do. They rolled a 1. Okay, so they got they got a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. And as for the turtle, whose name is Sheldon,
Of course.
I'm an adult. He gets a 19.
Heck,
That is one fast total.
slow
very
and steady
fast total.
wins the race.
All right. So, so as they've slid down and they've hit the ground, you can see that there are several of the orcs who have taken up, kind of like pots and pans and started defending themselves. But moving towards your group are 5 of these bandits. One of which, you can see, has a small box in his hand, which, as he pulls the box out, the corners of the box are steel, but the face plates are like this strange, translucent, almost portal-like magic that he then pulls and unfurls and throws in front of him. And as he does so, out of the box, a giant scorpion emerges, who he then rides. Alright, battle begins with Malachi. Someone has
Malachi,
cast silence on Malachi. It is a tiny wizard.
How about
The
now?
wizard's name
There
is
we go.
Devin.
There
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
yeah, go on.
Seeing that there's hostiles rappelling down those lines, Malachi is going to kick straight into combat mode. He starts to hyperventilate, and as he does, he brings his hands crossed over his arms, and he starts to claw into his own shoulders. As he's hyperventilating, you hear this this groaning coming from deep within his core, and he starts to scrape his hands down and pulls off 4 parts of himself. As he does, you start to see his skin and arms start to change as he uses his hybrid transformation to turn into a lycanthrope bat. As he does that, his is that an action?
Yes, transformation will be an action. So as you
no, it's a bonus action. So I can't do my right, but that's fine.
Very well.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. So I'll just run up and I'll just make an attack to the closest one then without my right, and I'll do my right next turn. Okay. So how close am I to the first hostile?
You're pretty close. You about maybe 40 foot away, and the one at the front is the one riding the scorpion.
All right. So I can attack the scorpion then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the scorpion. So I'll
Right.
run up. And then I'm just gonna bring out that first claw. Okay. That is a 26 to hit.
All right. With a 26, you may make a solid hit on the scorpion. Roll your damage as your claws dig deep into the carapace, exposing some of the squishier innards.
That's going to be a 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. 14 points of damage. Done. As this scratch mark appears on it.
Hell's
It is unimpressed.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna make another attack as well, I think. Let me double check. Sorry. Okay, actually, you make an unarmed action. Yeah, so I think I can make an extra attack because the predatory strikes. So, another one. Natural 20. That's what we want to see.
Nice.
Let's go.
Good
Let's
start.
go.
Nice.
All right.
That'll be 16 damage.
Nice. This one was a lot heavier. As you cut a hole in the armor, you then use your other claw to basically just punch a hole straight into the side of it and sort of rip out, like, a chunk of this this scorpion, who again just sort of hisses and lashes. It is thrashing about and very unhappy about its current predicament.
This is going to be fun.
All right.
You hear the rider on the top saying, "Leave Peppermint alone."
Oh, his name's Peppermint. That's nice.
His name is Peppermint.
I'll take a
Gary,
bite
not
out
the
of
time.
the hunk that I got and see if it tastes like
dangerous.
peppermint. Does it taste like peppermint?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yay! Worth it. Con save. Coming to you at the end of the week. Okay, 21.
21. It is raw. It is wriggling. It is tasty. You now have Bloodlust. Gain a advantage on your next series of attacks.
Yes!
Nice.
Okay, hells yeah.
All right.
Peppermint tastes good.
Alright.
Moving on. We then go to the dirigible, where the large turtle, dressed in what effectively looks like pirate gear, long trench coat, kind of baggy pants. He has no discernible weapons on his person, but he steps over to the edge and reaches for the cable. But as he does, the dirigible kind of shifts and shudders, and he falls from the dirigible. And as he... Oh, no. And will withdraw into his shell. And I'm going to pick one of you guys to get hit by this. So, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Can I use a reaction and cast Featherfall on him?
yes, you may. All right. As you,
I've never seen it used on an enemy before.
All right. As he comes down, he was actually about to hit Miri. But as he's sort of going down, you watch as it just sort of slows. His head pops out.
Miri, take 2 steps to the left.
Neat. Takes 2 steps to the left.
Hello. Why are you attacking us?
Oh, well, that's easy. We're attacking you. Quincy, do you turn off your Featherfall once she's out of the way?
Yes.
Wham! As he hits at full speed and
Thank you, Quincy.
this dust cloud. All right, that is Sheldon's turn.
Sheldon!
All right. Now, Haliza. It is now your turn.
All right. Well, seeing this danger, she's going to bound out the window of her cart and get between the fighting and the little kid customer.
Oh, very nice. So hopping over the ledge, I imagine, like, because that'd probably be easier than going
Exactly.
all the way
She grabs like 2 knives on her way out.
Yep. You step in front of the child. One of the bandits immediately runs at you, specifically. They look at each other and they say, "That's the one! Get him!" As they start to move in your direction. They seem to be armed with typical kind of sword and kind of dagger affair as they rush towards you.
All right. I assume there's like a little bit of space between us, right?
Yeah, a little bit of space.
I do not have time to deal with you, Shug. And she casts Conjure Animal in between the space between them.
Nice.
And I'm going to conjure a cave bear.
Ooh, very nice. All right. How does your magic look when you cast?
Because it's verbal and somatic, I would assume that she says, "I think I know what's for lunch there, guys. It's you!" And she kind of slashes her knives together to make a spark, and that's what casts the magic.
All right, the sparks ignite, it then hits the ground and almost rolls the cinders together as out of this incredibly hot flame emerges this cave bear that just lets loose this terrifying guttural roar, and now is obviously in position between yourself and the bandits. No, your bear can't attack this round, can it? Or can it?
No, well, I don't believe so.
Okay.
If this is Magic the Gathering rules, it has summon sickness.
Excellent. So yeah, it just roars at and you make a free intimidation check. I'm gonna give you advantage because you have a bear.
Absolutely. Intimidation. That is a 16 or a 21. So we're going with the 21.
21. All right. Yeah. No. These two, like, as they're charging, they're like that's a bear.
I suggest that if you don't want to be this bear's lunch, you turn around the way you came and leave my customers alone.
Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Yeah, they kind of half turn around. And then at this point, you kind of see Sheldon sort of pulling himself out of the ground. His head's sort of stuck, embedded in the earth as he's like, and as his head goes, boonk, you see the other two bandits go, "Oh, we can't." Okay, yeah, just fight a bear, I guess. As they stand their ground. Next up, Miri.
So, are there a lot of other bandits, and are they all going after the townsfolk?
Yes, there are a few going after the townsfolk. Currently, there are 2 rushing towards Eliza and her shop. There is Sheldon, who is immediately next to you, and there are 3 others, one of which is riding a scorpion next to Malachi, and the other 2 are kind of like in the middle near the table where Ollie happens to be kind of milling about.
Okay, well, I suppose Miri is gonna turn to Sheldon and say,
I didn't quite catch that. You kind of fell. What? Why are you here? What are you doing?
Oh, that's easy. We're here to destroy this festival. And specifically, we're here to destroy a shop belonging to someone very, very important. And that will take your 6 seconds.
damn it.
The real power from this turtle man.
Conversations.
Don't talk to the turtle. Got it.
Got it. Okay, everyone learn from my mistakes. Do not fall for
Right.
this turtle.
But I just imagined in that moment, Miri was sitting there going, uh-huh.
Come on, quicker, quicker. There's a freaking scorpion here, bud. Let's go.
But that actually does take his reaction to do so. It is literally an ability called boring conversation.
I love
Oh
it
my
so
God.
much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
Okay, Quincy, you're up next.
All right, I want to look around. I'm assuming the scorpion is still kind of like coming at us.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, totally.
Okay, so I want to look around the tables. I want to see if I can find like a large pot of like stew.
Oh, absolutely. There is
Okay.
a pot of bellowing barbecue rabbit stew.
Something was super spicy if I can find it, if I know where it's at. But basically, I'm gonna catch it.
In Eliza's cart, there would be the Challenger's chickpea chili. That is like
I want to
an 8
cast
alarm.
catapult on that and chuck it
Whoa.
at the scorpion.
Yeah.
All right. Make your
That is a Dex 15 save.
it makes a save. All right, here we go. Now listen, Scorpion. I've only known you for a short period of time, but
Come on, Peppermint, get chilied.
but a 6 is definitely not going to help you.
All right, that is
Yeah.
ED8. Scorpion takes 14 points.
Scorpion takes 14 damage. Jeez. All right, the Scorpion just shrieks. In addition to not only taking the 14 damage, it is now blinded as hot chili pours into all 8 of its eyes. It starts to thrash about, and you hear the bandit go, whoa, 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 easy girl, easy girl, easy.
Alrighty, bonus action. I'm gonna have Coco shoot it.
Good job, Quincy!
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is a 15.
It dies. Do you do 2 damage? You do at least 2 damage?
Oh, for the damage on him? Oh,
Yeah.
Let me see. Hang on. That is.
It's a yes. It's going to be at least 2 damage.
Oh yeah,
I would-
absolutely.
I would
At
hope
least
so.
2 damage. That's 7.
Yeah.
That's 7.
Yeah, the struggling immediately ceases as the limbs and tail go limp on the Scorpion. The bandit looks down and sort of wiggles his reins a little bit.
I'm just gonna look at the bandit.
You're next.
He looks at you like tears welling in his
Oh,
eyes.
we killed his baby.
Alright.
And that's it. I want to kind of take a couple steps back away from the Sheldon, just in
Yep.
case he doesn't when he pops out. So I'm gonna probably take maybe 10 feet back.
Very well. Okay, next up we have Gobby.
All right. So as as this giant scorpion appeared, Gobby was thinking, quickly going, predator of a scorpion, giant mongoose, and he was about to turn into a giant mongoose. But then he looks over and the Herongon jumps into the fight as well, and he's like, "Whoa, who the hell's this guy?" I was expecting to be like the savior of the festival, but this random rabbit person's going nuts, conjuring bears and stuff. I was like,
you also take a moment to look around. You can see the villagers. Like there's some who've got bandits in headlocks and are just beating the crap out of them. You see the little girl has like jumped onto the back of one of them with a knife and is just stabbing him,
beating him with a bag full of coins that she's got back, and she's using it like coins in a sock.
You also see over by the table one of the bandits is on the floor trying to crawl away, and you just watch as it's being dragged, and you hear this macaw as he's being dragged underneath the table.
I see all this. I see the bear summoned, and I say to Helizer, I say, hey, good job on the bear, but the bears don't eat tortoises. Coyotes do. And I run forwards towards the turtle on the ground. And as I'm running, my legs are getting furrier, my arms are getting longer and furrier, my face, my skull mask that I wear absorbs into my face, and the snout grows longer as I turn myself into a dire coyote.
Yeah.
Well, first, actually, as I run, I'm casting a bonus action Guardian of Nature, and then I'm going action into a dire coyote. So my walking speed's increased by 10 feet, and I've got a speed of 50 as well, I'm just using the direwolf stats. So 60 feet movement, and I assume that plus mine is probably enough to get me to total.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Easy. So you watch as the goblin like shapeshifts and moves, moving up to the turtle. You are very directly in front of it.
Yeah, that's my bonus action and action used to get there though. But I'm like right up in his grill as a giant coyote trying to eat this tortoise.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a moment of hesitation as it suddenly is confronted by this large predator.
Oh.
All right, next up we go to Ollie.
Ollie!
Ollie!
Let's go!
Ollie, you've been very slow in this combat.
He's still looking at Bonk.
You've got Bonk in your hand, and you've reached down and you've ripped out what looks to be a tomahawk steak. For you, it looks like a lamb chop, right? But it's a tomahawk steak. As you kind of like hold it and you smell it, there's this sweet, sticky smell. You can smell. It's actually not hickory, but wood smoked apple tree that has been like basically just marinated into everything that you can kind of get in front of your nose. There is this onions and garlic. You can get everything from it, and you go to open your mouth when all of a sudden a crossbow bolt knocks it out of your hand, and you hear the sickening splat of the piece of meat as it hits the ground. The barbecue sauce looking like a crime scene in front of you, and you see this one bandit with the crossbow next to you, holding it and saying, are you a wild beast? Get in my box."
I would like to roll for intimidation.
I'm just gonna say
Shouldn't have done that.
I'm just gonna say no because he's already so afraid of you.
Okay.
Like there is a reason why their outfits are brown. He is definitely not having a good day. His hands, his legs are trembling.
He's wearing brown pants.
You have intimidated this poor dude as he's.
Oh. So I'm still sitting down at the table in this scenario, and he just launched my meat across the room and out on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's next to me, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, like maybe like he's within reach, like 7 foot away at most.
Could I potentially just take the table and flip it?
Yes. Please make an attack roll as you grab the table, which ironically is filled with the food.
Yeah, if you can, please, because I'm.
And may I make an attack roll with a whole table?
Sorry,
with a whole table, whole ass table,
whole ass
table.
It was reserved
so
for his
that.
face.
I'd like to point out that each of these guys have 20 hit points.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Okay.
So this plus that does a 23 hit.
Well, 23 hits, yeah. Now, given the size of the table was of course for a banquet, a regular table in my mind would be roughly 1d6 to 1d8 points of damage. Being
Okay.
its length is that of at least 2 to 3 tables, I'm going to make you roll 2d8 to include, of course, the weight of the food as you 2d8 plus strength, deal your damage.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. So that
Sorry, I didn't think to check.
and plus strength. So that would be 17.
Boom! There's this huge crash, and there is mashed potatoes and salad and barbecue
Potatoes.
sauce and cheese that is and just everywhere. You can also see underneath the table that you flipped, there is just this fat chicken chewing on a shoe. And you also see like this guy just underneath. Now he's not dead, but he has absolutely given up. Like he's just like,
Just done. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for food. Why would you do that? Why?
Made all him mad. Now
Bonk,
you won't pay.
Bonk sees that you're sad, and crawls up your chest, and then puts his head like right next to your neck, and then lies down.
You're my favorite. Let's go help the others.
All right. Which brings us back to the top of the round. Now, as this happens, you can see Nakrasha basically getting 2 of these bandits and going, "You know what they say in home country? It is nice to crush you. Also, don't interrupt my barbecue." They kick him again. She kicks him again.
Again.
Valen is sitting down like at a small little table, and you can see that every time someone walks up to him, they just sort of
Nice.
and then he just sort of and then moves just slightly further away, and then and then the time starts again, and he just crashes into a table. Valen's just not fighting. He's just being himself.
He's done.
But that is when you see something very peculiar. As Valen is making his way, like, kind of through the crowd, he says, "Everyone, just if I may have your attention, please. It appears as though some of these people have these strange boxes. I believe that they're a type of containment device, so you want to avoid..." And as he says that, he pushes on one of the flat surfaces, and you watch Valen disappear entirely. Like, as far as you know, he may have vaporized, but the box remains, lands on the ground.
Scream and run.
Shoot, they're them.
I'm immediately enthralled. Oh.
As this
Don't
happens,
touch
those
it.
boxes.
as this happens, one of the bandits reaches down and, like a rugby ball, grabs hold of the box, and begins to sort of move around. All right, top of the round, we go to Eliza with the bear.
All right. Well, the bear's going to do its attacks on the other bandits. So,
All right, make your attacks as the bear begins to maul these bandits.
Yeah. So it gets multi-attack. So 1 bite, 1 claw. So let's go with the bite first. And that went under my table.
Please no.
No. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. 4 1d8 plus 5.
We don't get health insurance.
All right. So that's 7 for the bite.
Ah! Is this what we've been doing to animals? We're monsters.
That is a 15 to hit with the claw.
That'll hit.
All right. So that's 2d6 plus 5. So that's 5, 8, 13.
Okay, with a sickening crunch and slash, there is now, again, no more bandit, as it has been ripped apart and devoured by a giant bear.
There was a second bandit there too, right? Or was that dealt with?
He turns around and he says, "Nope, no bandit here! Just us peaceful townsfolk!
I gave you a chance. You didn't take
We
it.
just
And,
stood here!"
Eliza's gonna use her rabbit hop bonus action, which lets her move, 20 feet without provoking attack of opportunity, to just bound behind him, and just with her 2 attacks because of her 2-weapon fighting, she's gonna do double slashes.
All right.
for a 27 and a 24 to hit.
Yeah, no, a 24 will absolutely hit. As it does so, you may deal your damage.
All right. In that case, sorry, just have to open up short swords. 10 and 13.
Yep, with that will... Oh, actually, that'll dispatch that bandit as well. So that bandit, as you slice into it, he goes down and then lies face first in front of the bear.
Shouldn't have pissed me off, buddy. By the way, Goblin, I'm the natural predator of these guys.
You hear the sounds of a coyote barking at you.
Hell's yeah.
All right. Malachi, you're up next.
GM, how far is it to the rappel lines, and how long are the rappel lines?
60 foot, and they're about 200 foot long.
Ah, jeez.
With obviously a rolling cable thing to harpoon stuff.
All right.
You can do it. Whatever it is you're doing, do it.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna look at the bandit guy who's on the scorpion, who's crying over his fallen friend, and look back and hear the words. I'm the predator of these guys, and I'm gonna say,
Cut from the same cloth, then.
I'm gonna pounce at the one on the scorpion, and I'm just gonna tear him apart. But before I do, I bring my claws up like this, like a figure 8 style, and I drag them along my flesh. And as they do, you start to see lightning spark on one hand and fire on the other. And the fire is not going to activate now until next turn, but the lightning hand will start to wreath and lick up with electricity now as I bring that claw back and strike down with my crimson right. With my right hand with a crimson right on it.
Nice.
So,
Make your attack.
Let's do it. I'm really digging D&D Beyond Dice, so I'm going to do that. What is it? This one. 27 to hit.
No.
What? Strong goblin.
That'll be 12 magical slashing.
Yep.
And 6 lightning.
Yeah, that one. Okay, so basically you watch as the claw goes... "Caw!"
Hell's yeah.
Smoke comes out of him and he falls very limp to the ground.
On my way to the rappel line, which are now going to be line it to, is there any other bandits along the way?
There is... the bandit that... there's Sheldon.
Yep.
And there are 2 more bandits.
Sheldon and 2 more bandits. I'm probably just going to take out one of the lower guys and not actually accidentally get enthralled by boring conversation. So I'm going to run towards the closest bandit on the way to the rappel line and bring that lightning claw back down again. You can see fire sputtering up the forearm as it's getting ready to ignite on the next turn. And here comes another lightning strike. Whoosh.
All right. Make your attack.
Here we go. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 9 magical slashing and another 7 lightning.
Yeah, that one is also electrified and gone. You basically take a moment to like your hands are covered in blood as you've managed to with one hand each murder these 2 dudes.
Oh, I love this so much.
Nice. Start beelining towards the rappel. I have 45 feet of movement. So how much would I have used on of that to get to the rappel?
If you've only moved 45 foot, you're about 15 foot away from it now.
Okay, sick.
All right, Miri, it is your turn.
Okay, so
Don't talk to the turtle.
Yes, Miri made the regretful choice of talking to the turtle. And after he's finished his very slow and arduous speech, he just goes,
Will you cut that out, Mr. Pester?
and then she uses web on him.
Do you use it on his mouth?
Well, it's a 20. It can be up to a 20-foot cube, so I imagine she just coats him in a So, in a big thing of web.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
So he would have to make a dexterity saving throw in order to not be restrained. I'm going to assume that's not his strength.
Well, he is a monk.
Oh.
So he got a 15.
Oh, that's right. I have to have the number on what the DC is. Oh no. Oh boy. I don't have that prepared ahead of time. What is that one? What's that number?
It's your DC. It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier, whatever that is. So.
8 plus.
When you.
What is my spellcasting?
Yeah. What's your What are you casting web with?
As a rogue.
It's like a. It's
Arcane
like a.
Trickster.
Is it Arcane Trickster or is it your racial feat?
It's a racial feat.
It's probably Constitution, I imagine. What's your Constitution mod?
+1.
+1. It's probably not going to make then. It'd be
So
your
it's,
DC
it's
would be
8
40.
plus 4 plus. So that would make it 13.
13.
All right, 13. Yes. Unfortunately, as you attempt to web the poor guy, he does, however, manage to avoid the blast of web by shell hopping. Basically, by making his legs disappear and then reappear, he is able to jump 5 foot out of the way.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's surprising.
That's unfortunate.
Does he leave my melee range by jumping 5 feet out of the way?
No.
Are you
But he will when he uses Misty Step. As he sees you, he says, and disappears. Don't. And he then runs over to Heliza's cart. Have time for you. And will use. Here it is. Spending 5 key points. Yada yada. Okay. Here we go. As what he then does is he looks and he follows the breaks and the conduits of the Heliza's cart, and he seems to place his thumb firmly on like one of the big fishes, and you watch as he then closes his 3-fingered fist and just goes bang. And when he hits that one spot, Heliza, because it's your wagon, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You got it. That might not be impressive.
Oh no.
That is a 10.
All right. Cracks appear all over your cart, and in a single shattering moment, it crumbles under the weight of all the patchworks, all the little kind of things you've done to repair it, and the food and utensils on the inside are crushed in front of your very eyes.
There's just a deadpan look on her face. Everything that she has worked for up till this moment. All 5 previous carts.
All 5.
Jesus.
As this one crumbles to dust.
Hold on, wait. Can I?
Cabbages.
I'd like to do something. I'd like to do something very special, if that's okay. All right, one moment. I would like Eliza to take a moment to share the fate of all of the carts.
Oh, is this like an inner monologue kind of thing? Okay.
Yeah, like an inner flashback.
What has
Give me one
happened
sec.
to all the 5 previous carts?
My
Oh,
name's
no.
Last Bazet. I was born in Alchemist's Quarry, but when the Tarrasque attacked, my place of business was crushed beneath its feet. On my way out, I decided to work as a on-the-road chef for a bunch of beastmasters, but that didn't go so well. When we escaped the city, a random Ythrak took the cart, tore it apart in search of food. That was the start of my misfortune. After being able to scrape enough coins together selling my street food to repair my wagon, I took my cart to Rascom. Started feeding the army that was outside of it. Thought I'd do a good deed. Turns out, fate didn't have that plan for me either, as it was vaporized by a laser. Of course, I had nowhere to go, so I started working in Rascom for those hoity-toity restaurant taps. Eventually, I scraped together enough to finally have my own cart, and you know what? My fate was gonna change. I was gonna do something nice, and I was gonna cook for orphans. So I found the closest one, right next to a casino, weirdly enough, and I went to work. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up ingredients, so I went to go to the market. When in the distance, I saw smoke billowing. Thought to myself, that couldn't be me. Then a bunch of villagers started running past me. How could they? What was happening? I bounded right to the orphanage, and I saw it and the casino ablaze. I went to the alley, and I found that cart that I put all my love into on fire. I tried to piece it back together as best as I could, and you know what? I was able to put a little bit of elbow grease in there, take it on the road again. Thought maybe my fortunes would be better at the Bellowing Barbecue. But now, as I see it crumbling in front of my eyes, I cannot begin to describe the absolute feeling of vengeance that's welling up inside me. I'll avenge this cart, not for them hoity-toity rich folks that pay me, but for the previous carts, for the carts in my past! I will end you, Sheldon. Thank you.
For the cards!
Gain a point of inspiration for that.
Oh my god, that was out of this world.
So
for
good.
the carts.
Oh my
God.
god.
A lifetime
All right.
of carts led to
So-
this moment.
Man.
Oh man.
I just pictured that entire scene happening as like it's slowly zoomed in on Elijah's
Yeah.
face and the background
Yeah.
darkens.
Oh yeah. It was
like
like
this
silhouette
very
shot
bu-
for
it was
sure,
beautiful.
right?
It's absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful. I loved
Ghostly
it.
apparitions of the past playing out behind
Yeah.
him.
The carts.
Behind a
Slow motion
Action.
crossfades, everything
Yeah.
is just slowly going down.
There's a and the camera finally gets to like an ECU when the tear first falls.
Single tear.
Yeah.
All right.
Cards.
Quincy,
Yes.
you're up next. There's
Alright.
one bandit still left, as well as Sheldon. As, however, we get to your turn, you can see that there is another figure who seems to step out onto the bow of the ship. As it does so, Robert, I believe I sent you a personage.
Yes.
One moment. Stepping out is what looks to be a red-headed man, brandishing a small brown jacket, and kind of like an akubra with a bend to it that has salt and pepper shakers wedged into the frame. He has kind of a whole assortment of cooking stuff just strapped to his back, and as he steps out into the bow, you hear him turn around and say, "Now what the crikey hell is going on here? I told you to dump down, disrupt the festival a bit, and take out this one's cart. Now enough larking around and get back on the ship, or otherwise I'm gonna completely blow off at you."
So you're the big old meanie who did this.
Who said that? Show yourself.
I point to Ollie.
Hello.
Oh, you're a big one, ain't ya? He says, "You wait right there." And he takes out what looks to be a small box. It looks like maybe a quarter of the size of the like regular boxes you see the others having, and he throws it down in your direction. Ollie, I need you to make me a dex save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this deck save here.
All right, what you got?
When you use flash, when you use
I
flash
already know my
abilities with it,
dexterity is decent. Oh, it's okay, so we'll see. We'll see.
while
We're out of
while
it.
he's doing an ability check or saving throw,
Yep.
I want to give him a +3 to it because I have flash of genius as a reaction.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna be
Yep,
like,
absolutely.
Ollie, shimmy.
Ollie, shimmy. Like you,
All right.
we flash back to moments where Quincy has actually been teaching Ollie like just dance moves, and you know,
You
dice
gave
roll.
you gave me a +3, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
+3.
All right,
GM,
so that's-
if we're out of initiative, can I
Well, we're still in
sneakily climb up
initiative.
the rope? We're still in initiative. Okay.
we're still in initiative. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fair.
This is an event moment.
Okay, event moment.
It's just this guy's initiative. Nope, this guy. That
Oh,
side.
okay. All right, so that actually +3. So that's gonna be a 6 or dexterity.
6.
Wait, you
other one, not that one.
All right.
you
All of a
rolled,
sudden-
you
Ollie,
added
as-
your dexterity modifier and +3, and you still got a 6.
I rolled a 3. He gave me +3. My dexterity is 0. So that's 11.
Oh my god!
So you can yell, Ollie, shimmy, and I go, what?
All right.
And the box hits him in the side of the head. Oh.
All right. As you do so, the box comes towards you,
All right.
rotating in the air as your head is turned to one side.
Okay.
And as it's about to hit you,
Yeah.
you watch as this tiny figure, as Bonk jumps out of your hand to the box, like almost like it's playing catch. Like he's got this dumb face on it. It's catch! It's catch! And as he does,
Bonk!
Bonk disappears. And you watch as the box, instead of landing on the ground, flies back into the air and into the palm. Damn. Well, that's not what I wanted, but swell consolation prize. He sticks it into his backpack. All right, and he whistles. All right, lads, pack up. All
No,
right.
I'm not a barbarian. I would like to rage.
Right. There is this audible moo that shakes the trees around you.
Yes.
We all get
Now,
one free rage.
Now this
Amazing
wasn't the
bump.
start of this wasn't the start of Quincy's turn. So Quincy, your reaction has refreshed. You now get to continue.
Hells yeah.
I
love how
see
you just
that, and I'm
explained it.
like, oh heck no! Kind of roll up the sleeves. I have Coco waffles over me, and I want to hold my action, but I want to run up to Ollie, and I want to be like, Ollie, fastball special. I want Ollie to
Yeah.
come jump me. Because I have my wing boots in too to give me a little bit of an extra boost after if Ollie's okay with it, if he wants to
Totally.
chuck me at him. So I'm gonna kind of like get into Ollie's hand and just kind of prepare myself on his turn for him to chuck me.
All right.
I'm gonna hold a firebolt and Coco to shoot.
All right. Very well. Both of these. If I may, you arm Coco onto your arm, like you kind of put Coco's like arms and legs around, like almost like a bracer. And
Yep.
as you prepare firebolt, Coco's mouth opens with that firebolt like kind of just wedged in there, ready for you to like launch both in a single,
Yeah.
a single awesome
Yes.
blast.
Yeah.
All right. I love that. I love that. Okay. That is Quincy. We then go to Gobby. Now, Gobby, there's still one bandit remaining who has been very surreptitiously, I'm going to call him, his name is now Jason. Jason is a disruption, but he hasn't actually fought anyone. All he has done so far is he has tipped over a big thing of garlic and is stepping on them. And like, yeah, take that, festival. He's
Not
a
the
minor
garlic!
nuisance. However, Sheldon is still at large, and he is standing over the ruined remains of Eliza's cart.
I'm turning and going for Sheldon.
Someone has cast silence on Rob.
I
Someone
have-
needs to find the tiny wizard that is living on stream and
yeah.
murder it.
I will go for Sheldon. I'm turning around and I'm running 60 feet towards Sheldon,
Oh yeah, he is within charge range.
and then I'm going to make an attack with my giant whatever coyote, and also my what's it called, Guardian of Nature spell still active. So I have advantage on the attack because of that spell.
Hells yeah.
Nice.
So that is going to be a 14 plus my modifier as a dire wolf. I'll use the dire wolf stats. So 19.
19, very nice. 19 will hit.
19 is oh, the stream seems to have. I don't know why that's happened. Can everybody?
What has happened?
The stream seems
Stream
to
is
have done
frozen.
something. Oh no, we're back.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Hi everyone.
There we
Hello.
go.
We're
Welcome
back.
back.
Yeah, the attack was so devastating it staggered the stream.
Destroyed.
Hells
I
yeah.
destroyed
He
nature.
literally said F for bonk.
Hell yeah. And for Bonk.
All right, that
Ollie's
is going to be.
Super Saiyan.
Going to be 7 points of piercing damage and another 5 points of force damage. And I need what's his chops, Sheldon, to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, okay. That's not great. Sheldon gets a 7.
He is pulled prone in my mouth. I drag him to the ground.
Oh no.
And then I sort of put my coyote paws on him, and I look up and I at the guy on the ship, as if I'm trying to say something and can't because I'm a coyote.
I think that coyote wants lasagna.
He's saying it hates Mondays.
All right. After Gobby manages to trip and disable Sheldon, who's on his back, he is actually now unable to move. You have disabled him completely because he can't roll over.
Awesome. Yes.
Because he's a turtle.
Yes. I just rock him. So.
Yeah. we then go to Ollie with a fistful of Quincy.
Oh!
All right, buddy.
You get the dinosaur back, please.
We're gonna get Bonk back.
Let's go.
Ah!
I'm going to use as much movement and strength as I can. I want to run with Quincy in my hand and throw him as hard as I can.
Let's
towards the
go.
All right. Make a strength. No, make an athletics check.
I can do it. I
Okay.
can give him another flash of genius to do a plus
Plus
3 more
three?
for that.
Yep,
Ability
absolutely.
check.
All right, an athletics check.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, are you giving
Win
me
45
that flash,
degrees,
Quincy?
angle 35.8.
Not very smart, but I throw good. All right, here we go.
Eat him!
Oh, hold up. Okay. Did you use your thing on me?
He did.
I did, plus 3. So you get a plus 3 to what you're gonna do.
So that's 31.
Nice.
Well, 19 with a 9 on athletics.
as you basically just hurl Quincy as hard and as far as you can. Roll me a. I'm gonna go with this. Roll me a roll me a percentage at this point. And Quincy, can I get you to make me a dexterity saving throw?
I can, yes. Okay.
You said roll a percentage?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a while.
That's 2d10s.
Thank you.
I got an 11 on dex.
Oh no.
That was a lot.
You just weren't expecting it.
That wasn't
You're
the
so
fastball special.
impressed.
That was a missile.
You're like, this is my idea, but I now regret it. Deep regret.
Javelin special.
I love it.
Oh, I got
Very good.
14.
What's that?
14.
14.
Yeah. You said 2d10, right?
One
Yeah,
would
I
be
did,
a
I did.
10.
You don't add them
Yeah.
together.
All right,
Yeah, you
so
don't
for
add,
you
add them together. You allocate one of them as the tens column and the other one as
Yeah.
the ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, let me try that again.
Okay. So the highest he could have rolled on a percentage was 20. Just
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That would do it, yeah.
Hi, I'm new.
Hey, you should.
What do you
Run that to me one more time.
So
Explain.
before you roll, allocate one
Yeah.
of them as the tens column,
Okay.
and then roll that one, and then roll the other
So,
one.
that's
And
so I got a 2. Okay, so that's 2.
the first dice was a
20.
2,
Yeah.
and the second dice is a.
Is a. Oh, hold on. Roll. 3.
So 23. 2, 3, 23.
Well, there was a to let the audience in on what was happening here. There was a percentage chance of how this maneuver was going to work, in favor or against what they were doing. My house rule has always been any percentage roll, high rolls favor the players, low rolls do not.
Okay.
So as
So
Quincy
low roll.
is launched, there is a scene from every single iconic Pokemon episode where a tiny star
Blasting off
Oh, no.
again.
as
Bye,
Quincy
Oh, no.
Quincy reaches to try and grab the dirigible, but misses completely as
Blasting off again!
and you watch as the guy on the front of the ship looks up and goes, "That was bloody weird."
Dang it.
All right.
Now whenever we look up at the night sky, we see Quincy.
We see Quincy.
Did you get it?
He's smiling
He's
down
just
at
giving
us.
you a thumbs up over the mountain.
All right. Ollie looks.
In his eye.
Ollie looks up. You're fairly confident it's not working. Now the bandits at the end of the round rush off and start to evacuate everyone. Everyone, of course, except for Sheldon. One of them is going to attempt to evacuate Sheldon, but there's no guarantee because Rob is there. So Rob, here's what you need to do. They get one of the boxes and they roll it towards Sheldon. It is your choice as to what you would like to do.
This is how they typically get him back, because they're just like, we can't
Just
wait
stick
for
him
him
in-
to walk back.
Stick him in a
Basically,
box.
I feel like it's the Sheldon box.
It's got his name is engraved on it and everything.
He doesn't mind. There's like trail mix in there for him.
I am going to. I'm gonna I'm gonna go around Sheldon to the other side of where the box is coming from and allow the box to hit him, and then I'm gonna sort of like lift myself off of him as the box touches to come back down over the box so that they get the box, but then I'm guarding the box and they can't get it back. So I'm allowing them to get Sheldon into a box, and then I'm gonna guard the box. And if the box tries to, if it like sucks back to their hand like it did with this guy, I'm gonna try and grab a hold of it.
All right, very well. So that is exactly what happens. As he rolls the box hits Sheldon and he disappears. Immediately he rushes to try and grab it, but you get a paw onto the box itself and start to snarl. They are not keen on fighting you, and immediately begin to recoil. They hit a button on their belt, and you can watch as a tether that's running from each of the back of their belts suddenly kind of pulls them upwards. Now, we are out of initiative as Malachi steps onto the cable and begins to... Are you running or are you climbing?
Oh, running. If I can run, I'll run.
Yeah, I'll let you run.
Oh,
I mean, why
hell
not?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're running up the cable.
Hell yeah.
Eliza, you in that moment, your mind is just so focused. You kind of go towards the remains of your cart and kind of pick up some of the pieces. Something memorable is something you find among the wreckage. What do you find?
It's definitely got to be the small picture of a star in macaroni with nummiest noodles ever written in rough handwriting.
And some of the macaroni is broken off. as you
So
hold it.
it's in the shape of a broken heart because the some of the macaroni is in the middle.
Miri, you can see obviously what is happening there, and you've got your web still kind of out into the area. What I'm going to allow you to do, if you would like, is you can use that as a platform, if you would like to. If anyone steps on it, or if you force anyone to step on it, they'll have to make the save as well, because it's a 20-foot area, which is quite large.
Okay. I don't know that I'm a rogue. I'm not really good at corralling things into an area.
Very well.
My game plan was actually to try to scale the dirigible as well.
You may do so. Moving up the cable on the other side, because there were multiple harpoons, you begin to climb and scale as the dirigible starts to gain altitude.
Yeah,
Seeing both... Oh yeah, go on.
Sorry, I can use spider climb, so I don't know if that affects how quickly I can get up there.
Oh yeah, no, you're getting up super, super fast. As the dirigible goes up, the harpoons pull out. Malachi, you grab on and you start to climb upwards, scaling it. Miri, you have no problem whatsoever as you also begin to climb. As this happens, the dirigible starts to lift off, and you see the chef on the front go, "Looks like we got some stragglers, mates. Teach them to fly." And you watch as these two bandits slam the cables. That's where we're going to take our 10-minute break.
Oh.
All right. Thank you very much,
Dingo
everyone, for
with those
coming
cliffhangers.
and tuning in. We will be back after we refresh ourselves and do stuff. We've only hit the halfway point, so we've got a lot more stuff left to do, and very little time to do it in. So we're gonna come back after the break and continue on. So till then, however, guys. As always, go check out the Fool's Gold Kickstarter page right now. All of the cool stuff there is now available And it's, yeah, like I said, it's tons of really, really wonderful things, including, of course, the cool plushie and cool freaking Tarask and Gothy mask and all this other cool stuff. Go check it out. Go check it out. And we'll be back shortly.
Bye. Welcome back.
Hello! Greetings and salutations. Welcome, one and all. We are back. We have returned, our lovely group of illustrious heroes, playing, of course, none other than Fool's Gold, the new Kickstarter campaign from Hit Point Press and the great minds at Dingo Doodle, which are currently running their Kickstarter. So, without any if, ands, or buts. Oh no, with one final thing. Yes, I did almost forget. I didn't forget, but I did almost forget. We would like to give a very special shout out and thank you to the people who had raided us during the first half. And that is none other than our good friends over at XP to Level 3. Thank you for coming and joining us, guys. And Careful Cantrip. It is so good to see you guys. Hope that you enjoy the rest of the show as we delve straight back in to the Bellowing Wilds. Now, high above the sky in Pyrite is a large dirigible, a blimp powered by these giant fans, huge sails covered with traps and harpoons, cages and angry, surly pirate-looking individuals, as well as a strange Australian-looking man who is standing aboard its bow, casting evil glares down towards our heroes. Now, as the battle has ensued, several of these small boxes have captured a number of individuals during this skirmish. Chiefly, Sheldon, the kind of like monk turtle that tried to attack the town. We have Valen, our four-claimer wizard, who has now been captured. Nakrasha has also disappeared into one of these boxes. And last, but of course not least, poor Bonk, our little Pachyocephalosaurus.
Who?
Bonk.
Who?
Little Bonk. Little tiny Bonk.
It's not ringing any bells.
Yeah.
Sacrificed!
Alone in a foggy
It's
marsh.
sacrificed its
sad.
tiny, fragile life to protect Ollie from being cast into the box as well. And now, high above the sky, the dirigible prepares to embark on its next journey, with both Miri and Malachi climbing up the long cables as the order is given to cut them free. With a single slice, a guillotine cuts down on the wenches that sort of rise the cables upwards, sending both Malachi and Miri into a free fall. Now, the dirigible at the time of its at the time of the wires being cut was 200 feet above the town of Pyrite. Both Malachi and Miri, as expert climbers, have managed to make it up 120 foot before the cable is cut. Now, I believe, Malachi, you are in your were-lichen bat form. Do you have wings in that form?
No, I don't. I wouldn't say so. It's very like, there would be flaps, so maybe a glide if possible, but nothing.
Sure.
I can't fly.
Miri, you don't have wings in your form, do you?
No, but I do actually have slow fall, basically. I can kite down. I do have a question though about our setup.
Go.
How close or far was Miri from actually reaching the boat before it was cut?
About 60 foot. Sorry,
dang.
40 foot.
Dang. Okay, never mind.
DM, I do have a shape changer, however.
You know,
so
you can call
I
me
could
Michael,
turn
right?
into...
Like we're friends, man.
This is how I play. I call all GMs the GM when they send the GM seat.
Yeah, so then he knows, so that you know he's talking to the GM role and not to the NPC that you may be inhabiting.
Me. I love the sound of my own name.
Okay, Michael, I would like to
Say
use
it
my
again.
shape changer trait and turn into a tiny bat and try and hook on to the ship. However, do I know that Miri's climbing up?
You do. Yeah, you can see where she is.
Okay, cool.
All right. You wish to use your inspiration to transform into a tiny bat and try to get onto the dirigible?
Only if Miri's going to be okay.
You do not know if Miri's going to be okay. So I'll let you make that decision now.
All right, instead I'll use my Children of the Night trait and summon a bunch of bats and try and help us descend. To make sure that we don't fall and hit the ground.
Right. As you summon a swarm of bats, Miri, as you're falling as well, what do you wish to do?
Miri would basically, As she's beginning to fall, her first instinct is to use her kiting ability, which, let me just read up there real quick. Reaction to spin webs between your spider limbs and use them as a makeshift parachute. This slows your rate of descent to 60 feet per round and prevents you from falling damage. I think it basically just counts as feather fall in a way.
Hells yeah.
All right. Safely descending, both Malachi and Miri make their way down towards the ground. As the dirigible begins to pull away, the engines swirl and the smoke begins to billow out of these huge tuba tube-like engine exhausts. And as a choking, spluttering cloud of noxious black smoke fires up, the dirigible pulls away, gaining speed and disappearing into the bellowing wilds.
Ah, spider, dang it.
You can see that Ollie has kind of
curse.
kind of tried to make pursuit, and as I imagine the jackal who's kind of like, coyote who is like stand by his side, like kind of the both of them running to literally the edge of the jungle, where obviously the density of the vegetation is going to prevent you from making any real distance. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to act as soon as I get the opportunity, as soon as I see this all happening, the rope snapping and things. I'm going to bonus action drop the giant coyote. I'm going to grab the total box, the total Pokemon ball. Yep. And then I'm going to run towards where these people are dropping from, and then I'm going to action Wild Surge. Wild shape into a giant eagle, and by doing so with this thing and my person, it gets absorbed into me, so nobody can accidentally run away with the total Pokemon. I have it inside of my wild shape form.
Let's go.
It's safe for the time being. As wings come bursting out of my back, and I fly towards the dirigible as it's receding.
Nice.
And thank you to Joe Cat for the raid, the enormous raid.
Yeah.
That I just
Hey, hi Joe Cat.
Thanks, buddy.
And all you Joe fans, for those of you who have just joined us, thank you so much. My name is Michael, I'm the Dingo Gamer. We are here on Robert Hartley's channel with a wonderful group of people to play some Dungeons & Dragons. We are playing 5th edition D&D using the Kickstarter for Fool's Gold, using some of the really cool campaign stuff here. We have, of course, as you can see down there by Gothy, we have a Weaver, which is one of the new races that's going to be there. Lots of cool and exciting stuff. Check out the Kickstarter, and of course, enjoy the show. Long story short, our group has had a animal companion of theirs, Bonk, the Pachycephalosaurus, be kidnapped by some bandits, and they're currently dealing with that. Yeah. Any questions? Throw them in chat. The mods can help. Yay! All right.
Yeah.
Now, as the eagle begins to fly, getting more and more altitude, the smoke is thick and makes it harder and harder to see. While you can indeed follow and pursue, the dirigible is much faster than the fly speed of your eagle, and slowly but surely it does start to gain distance.
I'm partially also just using my eagle's keen sight to look out for wherever the hell Quincy went.
You look around. You actually don't see Quincy at all. Quincy's gone. We'll come back to Quincy in a little bit.
Bye, everybody.
I'll start to swoop down. Eventually, once it becomes clear that it's a lost cause on both counts, I'm like, well, and I'll swoop back round and I'll go back to the pyrite town to make sure that everybody's still all good there and deal with any sort of casualties.
All right. Gathering up at Pyrite, there's a brief moment of just sorrow. The Bellowing Barbecue is something the town looks forward to every year. Food is splattered on the floor. Some people have received injuries. Thankfully, no casualties. Some of the livestock have been stolen, as have a lot of the food supplies. More importantly, several of your companions have also turned up missing. As the mayor of the town steps out, a rather large orcish individual by the name of Hickory steps forward and no, sorry, not Hickory. There's another name. I have it. It's here in my notes.
Joanne Bobbins, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Mayor Joe Bobbins, Old Bobbins.
Note from last time.
There you go. Look at you keeping notes. You can get inspiration for that. Well
Yes.
done. Go. So, yes, Mayor Bobbin says,
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I know that it may seem grim right now, but we are a hardy people. As hardy as the stakes that we burn on our fires. Go. Prepare your wagons. Light up the fires. For we celebrate this great loss with a feast tonight.
and you see that the people of the town kind of like nod, and they're like, yeah, we'll feast. We'll have another barbecue. I mean, it might not be the you know as you know, we won't have all the bells and whistles and the banners are all broken, but we can eat. We can barbecue. The only
One
person
of
who
us
just
who
attacked.
don't have any
And
cards
you want
left.
to celebrate.
there's a couple of people who approach Eliza. Now listen here, dear. You if you need, you're more than welcome to use our stove and our oven. And we can see what we can get you in terms of supplies. And you watch as she picks up like what looks to be a ladle, and it just snaps in half. You know, I'm sorry, but I don't think
Being
there's
passive ain't gonna get everyone's stuff back, dear. Anyone can just serve food. But no one can serve food with heart without their heart in it. So anyone who will join me, I'm going after them. I'm getting my revenge.
Wings beaten appreciation.
Malachi will come over in his lichen bat form. Lightning and fire still in fist.
I'm with you.
And anyone who's willing to join me, we'll set off later. For the cards!
For the cards!
I mean, also for
Wait.
Bonk and for Valen and everyone else.
Yes,
there
of
was,
course.
yeah, for everybody.
For everyone!
Shug?
Yeah.
Yeah, for them too!
Oh, and also we should probably figure out where Quincy is and get him back too. For
Yes.
Quincy.
For Quincy!
Yeah.
I'm
Did anyone see
like
what direction he went in?
I shake my head.
you just see Ollie just sitting down, like head bent down, sad. Just through Quincy, doesn't know where he's at. Bonk was stolen in front of his eyes. Just,
It's okay, Ollie. Here, why don't you pick something out of the spider goodie bag? I know it's not enough, but there's some stickers in there.
thank you.
Actually,
Might
alright.
even be like a hologram shiny sticker in there somewhere.
I'll take something, thank you. I like reach in and like just grab a little tiny trinket. I don't know what I pull out. I just pull something out. Ooh.
Is Count Cluckula there? Is he still around, or was he
Oh
stolen?
god.
he was also stolen.
No! For Cluckula!
They just took the whole 18, didn't they?
Yeah,
That was
just
their
an off-screen snatch and grab.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what you actually see is we rewind time to as we flash back. You watch as Valen is struck. As Valen touches the box and turns into a box. You watch as then Count Cluckula goes over to the box and starts hitting it again. He goes "Bacaw," and then drags the box away. And as he does, you see another bandit, like, you know, sort of going, "Oh God, everyone's dying! What's happening? We're supposed to be destroying a..." Oh, Bacaw. And the bandit's like, "Okay," takes Valen's box, throws another box at him, and then he turns into the other one and he takes it as well. Very confused, the bandit then goes, "Huh." Away he goes.
No, Cluckula!
And that is what happened to Cluckula. He kind of betrayed Valen. Okay,
no.
rip.
so as you guys prepare to leave, you narrating what did Ollie find in the box? Oh, in the little goodie bag.
That's a great question. Because I know Miri has a lot of trinkets in there. What would you think I would find in this goodie bag?
I think I joked that there was mostly lanyards in it left because nobody wants a lanyard.
Nobody's taking the
7%
lanyard.
chance of getting a lanyard.
If that's the case, I would pull out a lanyard.
As
And
you
I would
pull out
look-
the lanyard, it has a small
Yeah.
tag on it. It's a circular tag that says bonk.
Oh.
Oh, too soon, GM.
Oh
too
no,
soon.
that was that. Oh god. You know what? This is actually a good thing because when we get him back, and we will, you can give him that yourself.
All right. Is it big enough to like fit over my head? Because I know I have to, I have the.
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah, you have to go
if you-
sideways.
If you
One-
thread it,
one
yeah, if you
horn
thread
at a
it
time.
through, yeah, it's fine.
All right. It is. I am now wearing that as a necklace
Okay.
in remembrance
Like
of
a
Bonk.
choker.
I'm just.
It's okay. He's gonna be
But,
fine.
but it would be a huge necklace on anybody else. On you, it's a choker. Yeah.
It's a choker.
Yeah, me, it's a choker.
So as
Yeah.
no,
I'm
go on.
supposed to be revered for my strength, and I feel like I couldn't do it. Couldn't save them. What do I do, Mary?
Well, we're gonna do our best. And I know Bonk believes in you. So just believe in yourself too.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
As
get
you're
him.
ready to go, you kind of stand up, and then all of a sudden you hear this. "Ah," as Quincy.
I still have the fireballs and Coco ready to shoot.
Yeah, so there's this meteor heading towards Ollie.
I'm taking to the skies as the giant
Ollie, stick
eagle,
out your
and
hand, stick out your hand.
I'm gonna try and intercept.
Oh yeah. Just a burning bolt. Like Quincy has a fire bolt in the mouth of the griffin, which is currently flying through the air like a comet as it screeches towards Ollie. Quincy, you can see this eagle flying next to you. The eagle's looking at you with a judgmental look. You're fairly confident that it's Gobby.
What do you want? Featherfall.
The flames go out, and you start like.
I pull up right before hitting the ground, like the eagles that mate on the way down and then have to split apart before they die.
Yep.
One of those things.
Make a deck save.
Here we go. Using the eagle's dex, giant eagle. What you got, dex? Oh, that's not bad. +3. That's a 20, dirty 20.
Nice. All right, you're fine. Yeah. It looks very graceful, very beautiful.
And I land back down, and then as soon as I land, I land with force, and all of the feathers just fall off of me with the same force and burn up into like green wisps of smoke as Gobby stands there with a box in hand and goes,
So, we have one of them trapped in this box. I think we maybe interrogate them, see where they're going, and then we get our friends back.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, all of our friends got kidnapped. Vala, Bonk, Vala and the
Oh, I
Crusher.
knew
Bonk.
that part. I knew that part. I wasn't that gone. Okay.
They've all gone, and then the guy the guy with the terrible Australian accent came out, and that's
Is the dirigible gone? So it's like it like
Wow.
flew away.
Nice.
It's like gone.
to an Australian as well, and then it flew away, and I couldn't catch up to it. But I have a
Which way?
tortoise. I have a tortoise in a box.
That's
Oh,
all
yeah,
well and
oh,
good
but-
there, Shug, but we need a key to open that box.
They just touched it.
Do we? I look at it.
Is there like a button on it?
Look for a button.
I did.
Lick it.
I did see. Lick it. I lick it immediately without any question.
Well, I shouldn't say a key. You see, I used to roll with them. I used to be one of the Beastmasters. You need their gloves.
What?
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd system. It helps ID tag them, but
So you know who they are.
Yeah, I walk over to you.
You're saying that there was a reason that they attacked and stole our friends?
Didn't they take out your cart?
they did. Why do you think I'm not with them anymore?
So they were enacting
So
a grudge?
you're the reason Bonk is gone.
Eyebrows.
Wait.
Okay.
I got this.
Who's that one
Got
on the
some
deck then?
explaining to do.
Trumpet guy, I hate you right now.
You see this tiny orc with a trombone.
Well, when else am I supposed to practice?
Read the room there.
Okay, I'll go help someone with the building. He begins to walk towards this this kind of dilapidated building, and as he does so, his foot goes through a floorboard. It disappears from underneath him, and he just goes.
My leg!
My leg!
Awesome. Do you know who the leader was then? The one that was giving all the orders?
From what I hear, his name's Outback Jack. He's taking out competition. And I think I know where he's going.
Where's he going?
Back when I was Beastmaster, I heard tell of a convention. Convention called HuntCon. My friend Antonio, he's been my friend since Alchemist Quarry. And, he thinks that maybe I can, stand against him. See, he's been taking out challengers so that he can win against all of these folk who think that they can cook. And, I was supposed to be the one to be the competition, but now that my cart's gone, I guess I'm gonna go without my usual stuff.
I'm intrigued.
So if you want your friend Bonk back, I suppose we may be able to team up.
And Valen and everyone else that was stolen too.
Yes, that's right, Mary. Yes.
Indeed.
So we gotta find Jack, which all villains are named as Jack, as far as we all know. So we gotta find Jack.
Of course.
Beat him at a chili contest. Wait, is it a chili contest or a hunk contest? Because Ollie got them all beat. I mean, I ain't seen anybody hunkier.
I mean, if we can serve chili with Ollie, then we can win both.
Hunk contest, chili contest, because I'm gonna beat you.
All we need to do is get him a firefighter outfit.
Well,
we can do that.
We can also, I mean, not that I am the type to normally suggest less legal actions, but maybe we also have a backup plan of trying to sneak in and maybe rescue everybody from the background while we're.
Miri, are you
guys
suggesting sabotage?
I'm suggesting actually. I think the S word is stealing.
Even
Sneak and
better.
Stand together.
I'm on board with that. Though I do have a contact that I'm supposed to be making contact with.
So
Not the Skull villain, is it?
How do you know that name?
Dang it.
is that who you meant to meet with?
That's what. She digs around the buried remains of her cart, fishes out like the note.
As you
gotta meet the Skull villain.
So as you pull out the note, the scene cuts immediately as you're holding up the scroll to suddenly this dirt-covered hand that's holding up a straw, and you hear this.
I live! I did it! Oh my god! I'm free! And they will rue the day that they decided to cross the Skull Villain!
And as they say this, all of you are standing directly behind him. This huge minotaur, this giant vampire, the spider person, the goblin, the rabbit person. Everyone here. Quincy, you're kind of like at the front, like kind of like crouching down with like your hand, like kind of as he starts like pulling his leg out. He's like,
they'll never expect it. They'll never see me coming. I will incinerate. Oh.
Hello.
Whoop, wrong one.
No, that's
Carnival
that's
music.
the right one.
That's fine.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, complete strangers. I am, Poe Villain.
Oh, shut up.
Interesting
Eliza,
attempt.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What is this guy supposed to do? This is Skull Villain. I don't know if you've met. We tried to kill him.
Oh,
well,
my
that's,
god.
That's fortunate that you didn't, because I'm supposed to talk to him about getting into the hunt con. You have any information on that, my friend?
Yes, yes. I was supposed to meet you. Or at least a Beastmaster. Well, but maybe I was supposed to be paid. Yes, paid.
You know there. I butcher
see
my
my
own meat
friend
when
right
I
there?
cook it.
Yeah, I'd like to intimidate as well.
And,
I would also like to
I'm
intimidate.
still in
The
my back
bigger
form
one?
as well, so I'm like,
Stop wasting your time!
Everyone can
Scoville,
make
I
it.
know which places I can cut out with you still living.
Jesus.
So if you
nasty.
wanna escape with all that, I think that's payment enough, isn't it?
This poor goblin.
yep.
Your new name will be
I'm in a
Footstained
right mood
Years.
right now.
All right,
Does he-
everyone can roll me an intimidate check.
All right.
Yeah, Ollie, you don't need to say
is,
anything.
Is
You
this a group intimidation then? So
group, it's a group intimidation, so it's
I
gonna
love how
basically
you
be.
just never ask me to do intimidations because I'm just a walking
Natural
mammoth.
20.
What would you do if a tree started to ask you questions? It's like you don't need to intimidate or a persuasion. At some point, it's just like I don't want to be hit by a tree. It's just. All right, we're going with the averages. So in order, Gobby, are you intimidating?
I am not feeling very intimidating now.
Very well. Malachi?
Natural 20 for 22.
Nice. All right, Gothy. Is Miri?
She's looking disapprovingly. Maybe not intimidation, but like like a
The
teacher
mom
or
stare.
like a parent.
That's even
yeah,
worse.
mom.
Yeah, fair enough.
For
Fair
a
enough.
25.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, right. That's savage. That's like parent level intimidation.
Oh.
I'm gonna start counting down from 10, 9.
All right. Narrator.
Yeah.
What's Ollie's intimidate?
Oh, I thought you. Okay, well let me
Look,
roll
look,
for
look.
it.
You still need. I still need a number. I can't just give you
Okay. Okay. Let me roll this here for intimidation. So that plus my intimidation.
31.
no.
40. I mean, come on.
Yeah. That's 23.
23.
Nice.
Okay. Good. Quincy.
Only a 12 because I'm not very scary looking.
It's all
It's
right.
okay.
Okay.
Thanks to all of us.
And then
I'm just like the little one in the front, like
Eliza.
backed up at you guys.
I got a dirty 20.
30-20. Okay. So Rob, what's the average of that?
74.
Excellent. Good.
is
With a
it-
74, you managed to intimidate the tiny goblin.
I would hope so.
No, you're well and truly over. Like, yeah. The lowest of you still would have probably
It was,
intimidated him.
yeah, average of about 20-ish.
It's okay. You don't need to prove anything to me.
I know I don't. You're on my channel.
Yeah, it's true. It was very true. I'm on your channel. All right. So, as Scovillain sort of sits there, he goes,
Oh, okay. Listen. I won't charge you any money, but you have to let me live.
All right. I want to pick
Yeah,
him
I
up.
can arrange for that.
Oh my God!
You've not met our new friend here. This is Ollie. Well, he's an old friend of ours, but new friend of yours.
Oh,
You
the
let-
ground
you-
is so far away.
He thinks you're a gummy.
I'm not a gummy.
So
You
I have
to deal
gummies.
with bonkies, don't you?
What's a bunk?
start
Yeah.
dabbing.
No, please. Okay.
Oh,
that's
Good. Ew. Some. I think I got maybe some napkins. Ew.
Okay. Listen.
Barter napkins.
All right, you'll stop talking if you don't want Ollie to put you down your own filth.
Okay. They're at HunCon.
Yeah.
Outback Jack is going to go to HunCon.
Oh, Hunt Con. I thought it was Hunk Con, like with a K. It was a bunch of like guys, and just like
I mean, there's some pretty big guys there, but not this big. Okay, so
You know where that is?
Yeah, it's in Twiniver. It's
Food.
yeah, it's
You'll take us there too. Oh, you're so kind to offer. Thank you.
What? Well, look, I can't exactly go back anymore. I've kind of got a lifetime ban. I may have put Carolina Reapers in all of the food.
So you know where it's at? Perfect. Wonderful. Oh, great. So they'd love to meet you again. All right.
Exactly.
Wait, no, you said I could live. You said I could live.
You immediately begin to walk into the forest with a tiny screaming goblin as your guide.
He is
Why
essentially my
not? Eat your
jingling
face.
keys.
Scovillin begins to weep quietly.
You weep spicy tears.
Spicy tears. He his bright red coat kind of acts almost bright enough as a lantern to light your way as you begin to make your way into the Bellowing Wilds. The forest is dense, and the jungle that surrounds you is actually quite magical. At this time of night, as the twilight begins to settle over the jungle, you can hear the sounds of the night air suddenly picking up and kind of guiding you in a way. You can hear the sounds of the birds coming to roost. You can hear the sounds of the jungle's vines and foliage groaning and shifting as the night creatures awaken. It's not long before you reach what looks to be a ramshackled-looking town. Around you, this town has a series of buildings that only look partially formed, mostly gathered and salvaged from other places. You can see that there are sheets of tin roofs that have been placed together very haphazardly, strips of wagons that have been destroyed along the way, having been sort of assembled and placed into a shanty town here. And at the center of which is a large tavern with saloon doors that were likely stolen from an actual saloon. And at the top of the door is a sign. The sign reads, "The Tequila Mockingbird."
Nice.
It's a pun.
Very
Nice.
I don't get it.
It's okay.
Well, it's because the mockingbirds wouldn't actually drink tequila, so it's a joke.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably
Oh,
it.
are there any windows?
Are there windows? Yeah, there are a couple of windows. But as you arrive at town, Scoville says,
Listen. They don't like outsiders. It's a Beastmaster only convention. So, if you want any chance of getting in, you're probably gonna have to let me go.
Yeah, we'll trade you for the passes.
No, they won't give you anything for me. We're
It sounds like they
worthless.
really want you,
Look.
even to make you go away.
Look, even if that's the case, there's like, what, 5 of you that aren't Beastmasters? Or that won't even pass for Beastmaster. I mean, look at that one!
says pointing at Miri.
What about
Don't you
me?
point at Miri.
You have a tote bag!
So Beastmasters can have tote bags. What's a
It's
Beastmaster look
handy
like?
and reusable.
You look around the town, and you can see a bunch of very like surly individuals. Like, you see this woman with like a mohawk and an eye patch. You can see that there's this guy with like this large sombrero that's like just covered in knives and stuff like that. Huge Groucho Marx mustache and smoking a cigar, which he then eats in front of you. You can see there's these guys drinking this thing which only just has a big X on it. You didn't even think that they made bottles with X's on them, but there's one right in front of you. And as one of them takes a drink, he just dies straight up. And the other guy takes it and he goes, "Oh yeah."
How tough am I? How tough am I?
Yeah,
No
that's,
tip for you.
Without
that's basically it. It's like, that's just gasoline.
Oh my god.
And yeah, you can see the town is just filled with people like this. Even as adventurers, you do stand out. Though you do have weapons and armor and stuff. Obviously you have Mr. Hoity-toity vampire. You have, of course, the very large paladin. Oh, actually no. Actually, Ollie, Heliza, Quincy, and actually, yeah, probably even Polly. You guys kind of almost blend in a way. I mean, Quincy could probably look a little rougher, like around the edges, but for the most
Some
part,
dirt and just go.
yeah, you know what I
Kinda
mean.
dirty.
But the bright and vibrant colors and the very, very fancy, regal kind of outfits do stand out.
Maybe we need to look a little bit more rough and
So how many? We just need 2 outfits for y'all. That's it.
I guess
wonder
so.
if we could count you guys as our +1.
Or we could take 2 people out and take their stuff.
I mean, hear,
I like
hear
that.
me out here. Those 2 guys just died.
Yeah, we take their stuff.
Alright.
No one else is using it.
Okay.
Look the
body.
I mean, I guess
The scene transitions to this pair of hands grabbing onto one leg each and then just dragging this corpse into the bushes. Thankfully, one of them was a halfling and the other was a very tall elf. And you kind of squeeze yourself into their attire as Malachi, you definitely do not feel comfortable wearing.
I look ridiculous.
You look fabulous. You smell
Yeah,
I do
horrible.
not.
Yeah, you look
You look
ridiculous.
incognito.
you just look very mysterious.
I need a
Those
drink.
guys-
Look that way.
I'm gonna reach down to that X bottle and take a swig.
Maybe don't.
Wait, you take a swig?
Yeah, I take a
Make
swig
a
of the
con
death
save.
bottle.
Chug,
Okay.
chug.
I mean, he's
I'm-
vampire, right?
Yeah.
If it's poison, whatever.
Okay. That's a 28. Michael.
Okay. You have a vision in your mind of Malachi turning to ash for a second.
Yeah.
You realize you probably shouldn't have a second mouthful.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Just go spit it out. Spit
That
it
is
out behind
strong
the bush.
stuff. This is really good.
Maybe take it, but don't
I'm
drink
gonna
it.
Bottle it and put it away for later, just in case we can use it. Okay,
Nice.
very well.
Those guys are sleeping, right?
Okay, so it is a cocktail
Oh, yeah.
called.
Sleeping
It
for
is a
long
cocktail
time.
called a carcinogen.
Carcinogen.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
So good.
It's gonna be the whole town, isn't it?
Adding
Just
carcinogen
can't.
to my inventory. I'm very happy about that.
That's really good.
All
Mary
right.
puts on the cloak and she tries her best to look like, intimidating and what's the word? I don't know, like insidious something.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm very intimidating and scary.
Very scary.
Tiny little
super-
arm flex.
Yeah, like yeah, like oh,
Do that. Exactly
mess
that. Do
with
the
me.
yeah. The
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
every
I got,
time.
I got,
Believe in
I
yourself,
got all
better
these
you're gonna rock it.
expertise.
All right. Skull Villain turns and says,
Okay, now listen. If you head into the Tequila Mockingbird, you need to ask the bartender for the Beastmaster special. That'll get you in. Okay? There. I've given you everything you need. Okay?
Are you lying to us?
No. I
Insight
swear
check.
on my mother's ashes.
he holds up this tiny bag.
Oh.
Do we believe him?
I'm gonna reach
Do
out
you
and
believe
try
in
and
Molly?
try and take that bag.
He doesn't. Oh, Mom! Make a con save.
The disrespect!
I don't believe that this is Ashes for a moment. Con save. Oh boy. 7.
Cool. All right.
Oh boy.
Who's standing next to Polly at the moment?
I'll be sitting next to him.
Hell's
We're all
right.
in the group, yeah.
Anyone within 5 foot of Polly can make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh please, please,
It's
please,
gonna
please.
explode.
Would that be me since I'm holding the guy?
Yeah, I'd definitely say.
I would hope so.
15.
15.
Alright, dex save, huh? Yikes.
16. Yep.
21.
21. Yep.
That will be
Okay.
a 29.
29.
You're looking at a super solid 7 right there.
Nice. 7
Alright.
brothers.
I think you'll
No.
make it.
Let's go.
So Ollie, you take 5 points of fire damage as Polly immediately turns his head upwards, and just this column of fire just erupts like if you've ever seen the end of Avatar, right? When Aang's like, brah, yeah, that's basically what is happening out of poor Polly. This is, forget the spiciest thing that you've ever eaten. There is a visual image, right, of you being completely stark naked, standing in the center of a volcano. The image is you moving from rock to rock to the center of the volcano, where you see a red dragon, huge, immense wings gathered around as it opens and tears its scales, revealing a heart. Inside, instead of a heart, is a small habanero. And you grab it and you place it in your mouth as light shines out of your eyes. And suddenly you come to and you are conscious on the ground. Your mouth and lips are like Beyonce.
That was a great magic trick. Do it
I
again.
saw Mama.
Ha! You fool!
This is not his mama.
Oh, maybe get him a drink.
I want to take the bag from Gabi.
I'm gonna pout like put the fire out on my beard. And then I just look at the little guy. You lied to me, and I'm gonna shake him like keys.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, me again?
Ollie,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just shake him out of my hands. All right, here we go. All right.
That sounds amazing.
Seven. As you shake, you're just sort of like quite violently shaking poor Scoville, and a few seconds later you realize he's gotten very light, and you look at your hands and you're holding a jacket.
Whee! Bing!
Where'd he go?
Oh. Dang.
It might be for the best.
Alright, so Robert, Quincy, the bag that you have now taken from Gobby contains Dragon's Breath chili. So named for this one hallucination that usually happens before an episode of Explosions.
Tie that up and put it in waffles.
Yeah.
You also find 2 different varieties of chili powder on his person. You find 5.
Scoville or?
Scoville, yeah, on the jacket.
Oh, nice.
So you find 2 variations of chili powder, and you find 5 chili smoke bombs on his person as well. They're in his jacket.
So all he has is because he has the jacket.
I'm just gonna give. I see you looking at the jacket. Oh, do you want this? Here you go. I don't know where he went. He was here, and then now he's not.
Eliza, come here.
Hey, what's up?
You think we can use these for something? Specifically the spices.
I mean, if we're doing a competition, I could probably sabotage the other guy.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm also kind of feeling the chili grenades. I know firsthand how it stings to do that, so if we need an escape, we need to give that to somebody who can use it.
Who's the it would probably be Malachi the fastest.
I move 45 feet.
I can move.
Walking speed.
Wait, how far can Ollie move?
50 feet.
Oh,
damn! I am
right.
car.
Let's give.
divide them.
Yeah, I don't need a.
I'm also not very smart.
Well, if you have them in your pockets and you tell us where they're at, Ollie, we'll use them. All right.
All right, I'll put them in my pocket.
And then we'll get.
Can I roll a survival to see if the varieties of chili powder are good for cooking? Like good?
Super good. This is actually homemade spice mix. And like I said, there are 2 variations here. Both one is really good for chili, and the other is super good as a potato chip seasoning.
Ooh.
That sounds amazing.
Hell yeah.
I'll
It's got like
I'll
chicken
keep my
salt
hands
mixed
on
into
those.
Ooh. All right, you can have those. I'll keep this pouch of dragon scale. I look over at Gabi, who's still, I guess, assuming on the floor.
Yeah.
Gobby's in the fetal position and their face is melted. It's like they're just running eyes and nose and saliva coming out of thick lips. I've just been looking through my spell slots for like things that I can cure myself with, but they all have verbal components and I can't speak right now. And I'm like, so you see Gobby is on the floor in the fetal position trying to cast cure wounds on their own face.
I'll walk over to Gobby. I'll open a flap and kind of dig around and rumble around in waffles and kind of, ow, oh, stop it, waffles, stop it, waffles, be good, stop, kind of just quick pull out, kind of like a tub of yogurt.
Nice.
Stick your tongue in that.
What you are enjoying is a tub of very high quality yak milk yogurt.
With strawberries.
Strawberries.
Yeah, well,
Strawberries.
let's go.
Malachi's gonna walk up to Ollie and say,
You didn't eat the little guy, did you?
Oh, no. I shook him a bit like keys, and then he was in my hand, and now he's not.
and then I look on his back just to see if he's like just clinging to the back of Ollie.
He's circling around him. No, he is. No, Scoville is definitely not in the back. Meanwhile, several miles away, you see these feet kind of sticking in the mud, and suddenly this.
I live! Yes! I have made it! They will rue the day that they ever decided to cross Skullvillain!
Suddenly you hear the sound of snarling, and several mechanical raptors with lettuces on their heads just suddenly start staring down and then snarling.
Uh-oh.
Good luck.
And we cut back to our group.
Amazing.
Well.
Should we even bother searching for him?
I don't think we need him anymore.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go find our friends.
Cute.
Real quick,
Coffee.
Miri?
While everybody was doing their thing, Miri would be trying to see if she could spot the dirigible or maybe listen in for a Australian accent somewhere in the crowd. Try to see if we can track down our captors. Captors.
You cannot see any Australians, but you do, of course, see a small collection of vehicles that have been parked just behind the To Kill a Mockingbird. It is surreptitiously, like in a small clearing, but like between like a pathway that would lead down. There you can see a rather rotund valet who is just sort of sitting on a small bench that is way too small for him. And you can see like there's a number of vehicles. There's a black carriage with like 6 horses. You can see like the dirigible is there. You see there's actually a giant wheel that has in the center of it a very overgrown hamster. And then on the end of a stick is like a carrot. You can see that there's like, like a horse that just has like a lightning bolt painted on the side of him, like just kind of like just very, very, kind of, and a small pack of goannas that kind of just.
Nice.
Okay, so we're 90% sure that the event is probably going on inside the Mockingbird or the inn, the tavern.
Okay. All right, so then we still have to work on getting in there. So
We could always fireball our way in.
Sorry, what?
I have a level 3
No.
fireball ready.
I do
There
like
might
seeing
be
people
civilians there,
burn.
and also we can't risk hurting anybody that they've caught.
Well, if we're presuming they're in those boxes.
Yeah, but they could have let him out.
We
You
also
as
don't know
display
how
pieces.
fireproof the boxes are.
Wasn't the point of me wearing this ridiculous getup to blend in and become one with this place?
Yeah, that was the plan. So let's
If
Walking.
we truly believe that we belong in here, no one will ask questions.
Right, so everybody just look like you totally belong in this rough and tough town. It shouldn't be hard.
Grr.
I guess
All
we'll
right.
just try and get into the inn, see if they let us
We'll
in.
follow Miri's lead.
I'm like counting on my fingers, like.
Miri takes the lead like a kindergartner teacher leading a group of toddlers.
All right.
Hurry, this way. Everyone hold hands so you don't get lost.
As everyone follows, the last person to follow is is Heliza. Heliza, you see that Ollie is counting something, and hasn't followed you yet.
Ollie, rat, why aren't you coming with us?
I'm trying to remember from back. We got goblins 1, 2, 3. The guy took bonk. But where's the turtle?
If I remember correctly, he got put in one of those boxes, and I think the goblin, he has him.
What if we ask the turtle where they are?
That would be super swell, my friend, but unfortunately, we need to unlock that box in order to ask him any questions. Which means, if we can take one of them gloves, we might be able to do that.
Oh, so don't smash it.
Don't smash the box, Shug.
Okay. All right.
You know what? You look like a very reasonable fella, and I believe that you could do it.
The turtle is in the box.
All right. I'm sure you had a pet when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
What was your pet's
it's
name?
not so much a pet, but when I used to work in the Colosseum, there were horses that used to pull like the people, things, and I had one that was kind to me. I gave him carrots.
All right, that's a really good story. Now, did that horse have a stable?
He did, yeah.
Aw, that must have been really, really good. You probably were a big friend with that horse.
I was a lot smaller back then, but yeah.
So, imagine, if you will, somebody crushing that stable while the horse is in it.
Oh.
That's what would happen if you crushed the box, Shug.
Oh, the turtle will be... Oh, okay. All right, so...
Yeah,
okay.
you got
it. All right. Sorry.
Come on.
As Mary, you're the first to pass through the threshold of the doors. A small and drunken-looking bard sits playing a tune. His legs, neck, and arms shackled to the wall. As he does so, you can see a bunch of sour and grisly-looking individuals, from like halflings and dwarves to a variety of like what look to be like werewolves, but not really werewolves. They're more like dog people who are just mangy and kind of gruff-looking. As they appear to see you come in, the first thing they see is obviously Miri, closely followed by Quincy, Malachi, and then Polly. At that point, it looks like they're about to ask some questions when all of a sudden you hear this grinding noise and a sudden snap as a large wooden beam is broken, as Ollie, trying to lower his head, has just destroyed the upper part of the door. And as he comes in, they kind of all turn to their drinks and just like, yeah, all right.
Oh. Sorry.
You kind of pick up the bit. You slam it into the...
It just goes there.
Yeah, it's just
this is where
wedged
this
in.
bit goes now.
Yeah.
You're doing great there, darling.
Next to you, you're getting this pat on the thigh by Heliza, who's complimenting you on your work.
I want to take Coco and fire it into the air. And like, where's this cook-off?
No one pays attention except the bartender. The man behind the bar is what looks to be a tall-looking, very stone-colored, skinned individual with large geodes and kind of crystals all over their person. He seems to be like kind of cleaning a glass and reading a small parchment, a newspaper in front of him.
I walk up to the bar, slap down, kind of look him in the eye. Chocolate milk. In a dirty glass.
He reaches down under the...
Miri nods approvingly.
Two chocolate milks!
Oh,
One in a shot glass.
Yeah.
he pulls out a shot glass, and then opens the dishwasher and pulls out this grimy beer mug. As he then gets a big bottle of milk and a block of chocolate. You watch as he then holds it in his hand, and you see this small fire and he sort of drizzles the chocolate into the glasses and then pours the milk in. And as he does, how do you take it? Iced or hot?
Both.
You watch as he then places his hand over the top of it. It glows once again, and just the top layer starts to boil. Ooh. And the bottom layer is just still kind of chilled and cool. And he does it to both of them.
Slap a gold down.
Takes a very enormous tip.
I turn around and just kind of blow it off.
I'll walk up to the barkeep and I'll say, I would like the Beastmaster special.
Oh, that too! I want that too!
He says, folk don't look like you're from around here. Can't say I've seen your sort.
What, you mean you don't see a 12-foot Minotaur walking around here every day?
Can't say that I have, but
Truthful.
Far be it from me. The Beastmaster special, huh? Give us a minute.
And you watch as he presents you with what looks to be a small circular dish, placing it out in front of you. There is a thin piece of honeycomb on each of these dishes, and the symbol of the Beastmaster embedded into each of the honeycombs.
Got a needle?
He presents you with some needles.
Do we got a minute for this or what?
Yeah, you do. Anyone who wishes to may make a dexterity check.
Alright.
We did this back home one time. It's called the calamari stuff. Calamari games.
Yep.
Just a straight dex?
Yeah, just straight. Straight dex. Straight dex.
Okay, not acrobatics or anything.
Um,
This goes.
We'll sleight of hand.
Yeah, let's sleight of hand go. Sleight of hand I'll also allow. Yeah, sleight of hand. All right.
22 GM. Oh, Michael.
22. All right, you managed to cut out the Beastmaster's shape.
19.
You also perfectly cut out the Beastmaster's logo.
Sorry, you go.
Was that 18?
Yeah.
Oh, with your multiple arms, you're able to kind of really keep everything stable, and you're actually, you perfectly get it out.
I don't get this reference anyway.
My eyes are streaming still, so I only got a 9.
9. Yeah, you kind of crack yours halfway down the middle.
I got a 6.
you just eat yours.
23.
23. Oh yeah, perfect precision. You get your cooking knife out and you just.
Cut an umbrella in it first, and then cut out the symbol.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. Now, as you do that, the bartender looks at you and goes, "What are you doing?"
Oh, what we're supposed to do?
Well, just eat them. They're welcoming snacks.
It's really good.
Oh.
I like to play with my food.
Are you telling the chef how to prepare their food?
That was very weird.
I thought I was just following the custom. I was just following their lead.
What custom? Where are you from? It's just a cookie.
Really good.
All right. He sits back down and he looks over his notes. He takes out what looks to be a small pair of glasses and says, "Okay. Let's see. Double my number, I'm less than a score. Half of my number is less than a 4. Add 1 to my double when the bakers are near, and day of the week are still greater, I fear."
3.
You're really good at
What?
rhyming.
Thank you. Go on, Robert.
One more time. You were halfway through it before I realized it was a number riddle.
Okay. Double my number, I'm less than a score. Half of my number is less than a 4. Add 1 to my double when bakers are near. Day of the week are still greater, I fear.
Double my number is less than a
I'm
score.
gonna post it first of all. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post it to you guys in Discord. So there you go. You guys have
Not
that.
even gonna look at it.
Yeah, not even gonna bother. Not even gonna look.
I'm eating the cookie.
Let's see. Yeah. I'll repeat it again for the old folks at home. Double my number, I'm less than a score. Half of my number is less than a 4. Add 1 to my double when bakers are near. Day of the weeks are still greater, I fear.
Is it 6?
It's gonna be 6. No, wait.
Do you say 6 out loud?
6. It's gonna be 6.
It'd have to be 6, yeah.
The bartender takes off his glasses and looks at you and he says, "Well, thanks." And he closes his newspaper. You've ruined his riddle of the day. He then says, "Just look, you know what? Just go on through. I was waiting for the bouncer to show you down, but you just get out of here. Go, leave."
Can I get one more hot chocolate?
He makes you another one, and he puts it in like a little to-go cup.
Iced milk for me, please.
And
Thank
he
you.
uses his opposite hand and freezes it.
I just stick my tongue in the iced milk.
I got a riddle. I have a riddle for you to make up. I have a riddle you might like.
Yeah, okay. What's your riddle?
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
A fish.
Get out.
Yeah, okay.
You see Ollie like. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Ollie.
Fish.
I look at
Alright.
the door. Am I able to walk through it?
Oh, yes. Actually, this door is quite literally a portal. You are pointed towards the door to the back room. You reach your hand onto the door handle, which is inscribed with a series of incantations and runes. As soon as you place your hand on it, all of a sudden the world around you falls away, and as you are suddenly shifted from your position, you awaken on a huge convention floor that leads into a huge circle around a descending platform to a main stage in the middle of what looks to be a gladiatorial coliseum. Inside of which you see several Beastmasters battling hard and fast. You can see that there are giant monsters, huge creatures. Particularly, there's this one thing that's kind of crocodilian, covered in tar, filled with all these kind of like bits of like jungle debris that seems to be doing battle with Tyrannosaurus Rex. As two giant two regular Beastmasters yell at the colossal creatures. The audience is cheering and yelling and screaming. You can see that there are a large group of merchandise stands, and you can see T-shirts, and you can see cup holders and coasters, and you can also see a plushie that is on one of the desks, which I've sent Rob a plushie that he can show you if he wants to.
Oh, nice.
So in case you were wondering, if you would like to buy one of these plushies, you can sign on to the Fool's Gold Kickstarter, where these plushies of the characters of Sips and Sneeze are going to be available for you guys. There you go.
Nice.
And just like that, you hear this cha-ching on Michael's in the bank account. No, it's fine.
You can get one of Sneeze. That's sick.
There is one of Sneeze. Well, that's nothing. There's actually miniatures that they're also doing.
Sneeze.
So you've actually got
Sick.
minis of like.
I got it.
Thank you.
That's gonna be
Got
amazing.
to acknowledge the joke.
Someone got
To make sure it was acknowledged. Beer, 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 beer.
Hopefully this isn't too loud. Now, in the middle of the Battle Coliseum, you can see Outback Jack. He's moving around, and as he does, he's kind of like looking and whispering things to people, kind of like, you know, doing like kind of the underhanded deals and the like. Next to him, you can see is a tiny kobold who walks up to him with like a big bag. He seems to hand over something like a couple of small cubes, and takes the bag and like puts it over his shoulder, then makes his way down towards the arena. All of a sudden, you are approached from behind, very surprisingly, by what looks to be a large, very, very arachnid-looking individual.
Arachnid, you say?
Yes.
I'm
You
still
come
amazed
across-
that I teleport.
You are greeted by a weaver. Greetings and welcome. Oh, hello. Welcome to HuntCon. My name is Davrin. It is a pleasure to welcome you here. Are you going to be participating as visitors, or are you starting your own stall?
We're
cook some
visiting?
food.
Oh, okay. No, we're definitely having our own stall. We're cooking some food.
Cooking some food. Well, that is absolutely wondrous. You'll want to make your way to Hallway C. That's where all of the cooking is going to be done. And of course, be sure to register in time for the off-menu contest.
Which is what is that?
Where's that?
The off-menu contest? Well,
Yes.
that is where the best of the best Beastmasters compete in order to try and see who can please the palates of our special guest judges. If you succeed, you win a permanent contract as as a member of the kitchen of one of the most wealthy influencers of, let's just say, a few notable supporters of the Beastmasters and their endeavors.
Is this guy
Money prize.
is this guy wearing Beastmaster gloves?
He is wearing however many hands they have. that many gloves.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
Is there a monetary prize for this?
Well, yes. There's also a cash prize for the winner. There is a runner-up prize as well. It's just been brought in fact. Let me see if with one pair of hands he pulls out some reading glasses. The other pair of hands he kind of pulls out some notes, and as he flips through his clipboard, he says, yes, a venison Pachycephalosaurus has been added to the runner-up bid. As he
believe
shows you a picture of Bonk in a cage.
I believe that we can do better. You see, I have the ingredients for mock turtle soup, and I hold out the box. But the problem is, during the acquisition of it, I happened to lose my gloves. They were destroyed in a fire. That's what happened to my face.
I left mine at home. I forgot to pack it.
There was a big fire thing. That's what happened with my face and I point up to the fire that had happened to my friend Ollie's chest.
My.
So
Masters couldn't make gloves in my size. It's in a back order, and I show my hands.
So
I
tell.
can't believe we
Yeah, mine
teleported.
went up when my cart was destroyed, so...
So what say you? You and I have a little game, and if I win, I take at least a pair of your gloves. You don't seem to need that many.
Oh, games! You like games? Oh well, you might be in luck. Actually, one of the vendors here is Calamity Jan. Now, Calamity Jan is a very very avid gambler, and I'm sure that she'd be willing to participate with any I mean, you said you have mock turtle soup, was it?
I have the ingredients for mock turtle soup. Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm sure that would please her mostly.
Calamity Jan, she has
Yes,
the gloves that I seek.
Yes.
Very well. Point me in the direction, and I'm gonna head over to Calamity Jan.
He draws you out a map through the hallways and down into Area B. Area B is where is like kind of like the games hall, where you can see that there is a large group of people talking about like their endeavors. They're kind of drinking ale. It's like a food court almost, and that's over in that area. Towards where the contest would be, you can see that the stage there has been set with several large tables and crockeries and like little mini demountable kitchens have been made for the contest, as well as a massive balcony where you imagine the judging panel will sit.
Michael,
I said to these guys, I'm gonna go win me some gloves so I can open this damn turtle.
This is a good part where we should see who wants to go to Hall C with me and who wants to go to the game hall with Gabi over there.
Indeed. Heliza looks over towards that general direction. And who would like to go with Heliza?
I'm signing up for this cooking thing.
All right, Quincy, you've moved over to Heliza.
Yep.
I will go with Gobby, but first I want to try and charm this person, the spider, the weaver.
Very well.
Smart.
So can I get a wisdom saving throw from that individual as I walk up and say,
Hey, buddy. Really, you've got so many gloves.
my eyes will flash red,
Surely you
24.
can lend us some.
saves.
Oh no.
Actually, he saved?
He does.
Okay, when a creature I can see within 120 feet of me succeeds on a saving throw against being charmed, I can use my reaction to force a different creature to make a wisdom saving throw.
So who's being charmed by him now then?
Are there any more attendants around?
I mean, there are shop owners. As far as attendants go.
Okay, so in that case, I assume one of them will also have the gloves, right?
Yeah. Most of the people here have a set of gloves or
All right.
or some equivalent.
How heckin' specific.
Closest person in a stall is gonna have to make a 16
All right,
For,
that is.
for wisdom. Yeah.
That is Bismarck, the artifact hunter.
Bomb Bismarck.
8, so that's a 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bismarck is
So Bismarck,
such a
Bismarck
shame.
is as he looks in that direction, hearing obviously Malachi laying it on with the this large. They are called the Gladius Weaver.
Hells yeah.
As you're laying it on to this weaver, there's this moment of like just this slow motion, pink hearts coming off you as Bismarck sort of looks and goes,
Feeling my charm being bended, I'll look over with surprise towards Eliza. Sorry, my brain skipped for a moment.
Yep.
I'll wander over to Bismarck and I'll be like,
Hi. How you doing?
Bismarck, who by the record is a dwarf, says, "Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you?
Not bad.
Oh, you're a tall drink of water. You are."
Thank you.
I think we found a hunt con.
Those are nice gloves.
Oh, thank you.
You think I
They're,
could borrow
ma-
them?
Borrow
My
them?
hands are cold. And,
Oh, well,
as
you
much
know.
as I'd like to spend the day holding your hands,
Yeah.
a glove would be the next best bet.
Oh, well, if you're looking for a warm pair of mittens, I think I have just the thing for you. In the back, of course.
Oh.
I'll follow in the back. I'll go.
All right,
How much
cool.
RP
So,
you
just so Quincy and Eliza are making their way over to the food stalls. We have Polly, who is making their way over to the gambling hall. Ollie, where are you heading?
Immediately, since I'm gonna walk up to the spider guy, because we were all like right there. I'm still enthralled that we teleported. So I'm gonna walk up and be like, "What we did, that was that magic? How's it work?"
What you just did? You mean the door? Yes, yeah. It's magic. It teleports anyone who has said the passphrase in the tavern to this location. And if you want to go back, you say, he writes down the password, which is, I could kill a mockingbird.
Okay. Whoa.
Don't read it out loud.
No, but what? So, but how's it work? Like the magic?
Oh, I don't do the portal. I just greet people when they come in.
Oh, is there more like magic things here?
Well, yeah. There are magic beastmasters, magical creatures, magic items. There's the innovation hall in hallway A that they're just setting up right now. There's apparently they're exploring a hurricane in a bottle.
I like, with like all 1.4 tons of me, I just go, poof, and I sit down. And I go, tell me more.
Okay.
More magics.
You sure you don't want to go speak with one of the people who made them? I don't do magic. They do.
What? Where?
He points you to hallway A.
Oh, okay. I just like reach out my hand and grab like 4 of his limbs and just shake it, just like, thank you.
Okay.
And I run over to who's the nearest near me currently?
So hallway A is at the other end of the forum. You can see that there is several rows of different things being currently presented. You can see that there are people who are going, "Behold, I have now made a trap. This trap is not just one trap, it's multiple traps. Are you sick of your old log trap swinging down and hitting your enemies in the face? Well, that's okay. Put a bear trap on the front of it. There you go. As it swings down, it chops their face off." It's just this is innovation from the Beastmasters.
I wanna walk up to Quincy and be like, "Oh, Quincy,
What? Yeah, Ollie. Yes, what?
they have magics.
They really?
Yeah, can we go?"
Yeah. I'm gonna go sign up for a cooking thing. Do you want to come with me, or do you want me to find you? Go find magic.
What? Wait.
You see colored rainbows coming out of hallway A.
I want to go to the magic, please. Is it all right?
You
Okay.
know what? Why don't I just take Ollie over to hallway A and you can focus on the contest.
Will you?
You're
Oh,
gorgeous.
thank you. Thanks,
you,
Mary.
You're welcome. So just just don't wander. Don't run.
What? Come on! And I grab Mary and I put her on my shoulders and I pull.
As you do so, as you do so, Devrin sort of like reaches out to try and say something to Miri, and bye. I'd like to point out that I said I wrote an encounter for this game, like specifically for Miri. And I couldn't think of a single way that it wouldn't happen, and somehow it did. That's my fault.
That's
That's how it works.
So I guess,
curious.
Protect you from the danger, Mary.
I guess he's there now.
Magic's a
Okay, that's
Well,
okay.
I will say this one thing is that as Ollie is carrying Miri away, Miri does have a little bit of a sour look on her face.
Oh.
She has
I can't see it.
It's not directed at Ollie. Inside Miri's mind, this place is like not a nice place. People are being treated cruelly. Animals are fighting, and she is upset to see a weaver among this group of people who seem to be on the very not nice side of the law. It's kind of rubbing her the wrong way.
I see rainbows.
Yeah, you're having a great time.
No, there's no, and that was, and I'm glad you picked up on that because that was literally the discussion point. But that's fine. He'll be there. We can talk.
Exactly.
All right.
Picked up what you're putting down.
Good. Good. I'm glad. All right. Let us go to the first of the events. That is, of course, Polly. As you make your way towards the gaming hall, you can see a wide variety of tables. People playing cards, people playing, dice and the like. And sure enough, you see a woman who seems to be sitting in the corner with a gun in her holster. Every now and then, she's kind of pulling it out and then pulling it back in, and then pulling it out and then putting it back in. Very quickly, you can probably discern that the woman who seems to be sitting next to a sign saying, "Try your luck, or calamity will follow," is most likely the woman by the name of Calamity Jan.
Yeah. I will start heading over to Calamity Jan. I have the gambler background, and the feature Never Tell Me the Odds, which says that odds and probability are my bread and butter. During downtime activities that involve games of chance and figuring out odds, I can get a solid sense of which choice is likely the right one, and the opportunities seem to be too good to be true. I also, on top of that, have a charlatan's dice that I can make come up to whatever number I want. And on top of that, I'm proficient in deception and sleight of hand. So I'm hoping that all of those things combined will get me out of Calamity's way right now. So I'm going to walk over to Calamity Jan, and I'm going to inquire. I'm also going to guidance myself as I walk over to her, and then I pull up a chair, or I stand opposite her, and I say,
You're Calamity Jan?
Oui, mon ami. I am Calamity Jan.
I'm here to make a bet.
I see. And what exactly do you have to bet?
Well, I would like some new gloves. Mine got lost in the job.
Ah, the old lost gloves thing.
Lost gloves, that's right.
Maybe I have gloves that I would be more than happy to provide, but
I have one of these. And I put down the box on the table.
And what exactly is inside?
Well, aren't you curious?
Yes, this is why I asked.
We could call it a surprise.
Oh. My headphones have just died. Technical difficulties, which means that no one can hear anyone but me, which is how I like it anyway. So I'm just going to turn this into the Robert Show. Dag says I can roll for, and he says, he says I've got double advantage, and you can hear anybody who's reading his lips. You can all tell that he says that I'm just allowed to take 20 for this. So I'm just going to take a 20. So I get a nat 20. Cool. And then she gives me the gloves. Whoa, Dag, that's way generous. You should all of those things. She gives me a whole wallet, and she gives me the winning. Dag's so nice. He says that I win D&D. I didn't know that you could win D&D, but he said that I did. So we're gonna head over to. I literally can stop you. I could click on you and I could turn your Zoom off. I'm in control of everything here. This is my no. We're gonna head over to a Be Right Back screen while I go and sort out these technical difficulties. Everybody, we'll be right back. Friends, fans, and fine folk, we're getting back into it real close. I definitely didn't screw everything up by letting my headphones die. In the time that we were away, it turns out I was misunderstanding what Dag was saying. Completely honest mistake. That's all it was.
I thought it was quite clear. Dag said that you won,
so
right?
weird, man.
Yeah.
So weird.
I thought you were good.
It's almost like my look of abject rage couldn't communicate my thoughts and feelings correctly.
So the mystery box. I'm anteing the mystery box, trying to make it sound like there's something very sexy and special inside it, and unique.
You mean
and
this goblin
monstrous.
carrying around a human femur is trying to convince them that there's something worthwhile in the box?
Yeah, I mean
sure.
I'm
Roll a
exotic.
persuasion.
Persuasion or deception, because there isn't anything inside it.
Well, I feel okay. Well, I'll allow either. You can either just straight up lie, or you can try to persuade her to take what's I mean, it is a mystery box. She doesn't know what's in it. It's not like you're lying about what.
I'm going with deception. It is a mystery box, but I'm trying to deceive her into thinking that it's some sort of exotic animal and not a sentient turtle.
Hi everyone.
I'm going to use that inspiration you gave me earlier because that was a 4.
Oof, yeah, no, take it.
Oh, yes, 16 is much better, plus 7, 23.
23, all right. With a 23, she goes, all right, I will play your game, and I will wager a pair of gloves.
Wonderful.
She then pulls out a coin. Heads or tails?
I would prefer a dice game. Much more luck with the dice.
Make a persuasion check.
18 plus persuasion, 3,
nice.
21.
Plenty. She says, a dice game, you say?
Dice.
All right. Very well. We shall play a game of my own devising. It is called the King's Hand. And here is how you play. We cut away as she explains the rules of this game.
Very, very clever.
to the kitchen contest, where you can see a number of people are setting up. Well, actually, I'd say that, except a lot of people don't seem to be setting up, but packing down. There is only one person who is setting up, and you see in the corner of the room what looks to be an incredibly overweight man being carted around by a veritable army of kobolds. And he's just enraptured in his own, in his voice. You can see that there is actually a number of beautiful, like elven and human women. You could see like a small little like it's almost like a rock concert. There's like a fangirl borderline here as the people are yelling out, "Biscotti! Biscotti, I love you! Yes, do not worry. I, the great Biscotti, love me too. As he seems to be like standing over these roaring fires, pouring like olive oil over this open flame that then ignites what looks to be like some roasting garlic. As both Quincy and Eliza arrive on scene.
Y'all see this fop, Quincy?
Did he just call himself Biscotti?
Y'all seeing this shit?
Yeah, because he's twice.
As soon as you say the word biscotti, out of nowhere, a tiny kobold. I'm gonna use Mini Michael for reference here. Basically goes and puts a shirt on you with biscotti written on it, and then disappears.
What the hell?
I didn't ask for this. You know what a biscotti tastes like? It tastes like a burnt cookie. Where I come from, they call that mistake.
You now have a mug.
Biscotti.
I think we should
Wait,
you now have a coaster.
I want to see how far this goes. Biscotti.
All right. About 5 minutes pass, and Quincy, you have in your hands mugs, a coaster, some stickers. You have a tote bag. You've got some perfumes. Eau de Biscotti.
Got a flat clicker.
Yep.
He's got much better merch than I do.
I want to run up to Biscotti and just like, oh my gosh, I'm your biggest fan.
He says, "Thank you, random stranger. I too am big fan."
You don't understand. I worship you. Look at all the stuff I have of you. Your face is like everywhere. Even the toilet paper is amazing. The triple ply, genius. I've never felt so clean in my life.
And of course,
just have to know, Biscotti, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food comes from my mother's kitchen.
Isn't she dead?
Yes.
According to your biography?
She is very dead. But her spirit lives on in her apple crumble. Till this day, no better appleberry crumble has ever passed through the lips of a biscotti.
Well, I am a horrible cook. I'm just here because I just love you so much. Can you just tell me the secret?
The secret to Biscotti's mama's apple crumble is a lost secret, even to the greater Biscotti. In fact,
I'm sure you remember. You're so good at remembering stuff because you even remember your own name.
Some might say that it is Biscotti's greatest regret that he never learned how to make it. And I have spent many years studying the culinary arts, only just to once again eat my mama's apple crumble.
Have you considered putting love in there, sugar? As Eliza makes her way through the crowd, parting the people from her.
Immediately there's this, and the music stops.
Record scratch.
Record. You there, who dares to say that a biscotti needs a love? Love is not an ingredient. You a stupido. You come here, step up here, you. So I can get a good look at you before I smack your face.
Eliza, that's it.
I have no idea who this person is.
Well, Eliza, you with your voice and the words that you are making out of your mouth. I see that you dress like a chef. Can you cook like one, or is this just some sort of stupid cosplay?
I mean, the cosplayer's asking.
Damn. I think she called you fat.
He turns bright red, and you hear basically at this point you basically just see narrator, right, just in the crowd, and he goes, "Oh damn." Can I get one?
From you, do it again?
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Damn.
Yes, perfect. All right. Excellent. So as this happens, Biscotti's face just goes bright red, and he just like you're fairly certain that he is about to like leak jelly out of his ears. Like he's just so angry.
Well, I thought that you were cosplaying as a chef, but it looks like you're cosplaying as an ingredient now. Tomato.
Oh, he sort of leans forward, and as he does, like again, 5 or 6 of these kobolds like start to like kind of readjust him. Some even hand him like a butcher's cleaver as he says, "All right, the smart rabbit, let's see you put your money where your mouth is."
It would
And
be
we
an
cut.
absolute pleasure.
As you kind of step up as well, and in the background you got your own cheer squad with like Quincy with all the biscotti stuff. Like just
I was trying something there.
all right. We now cut to the back room of a small merchant. As this dwarf looks up and down at the rather fetching form of Malachi. Now, listen, you tall, lovely man, you. Now, you say you need something to warm your hands. Well, And he puts his fingers, like, on your chest as he sort of runs them up. He says, I have just the thing for you. These, and he leans in to whisper in your ears, are +1 gloves of burning hands. Everyone in the Bellowing Wilds wants to cast burning hands against their enemies, set them on fire. They're warm to the touch, and they're very reasonably priced. And he hands you like a pair of leather gloves.
I said I wanted huntsman gloves. Beastmaster gloves, not these. So, hand them over.
I look around, noticing that we are in a back room on our own. My eyes will start to glow red.
He says, well, I don't know if I can hand them over. I mean, they do have a certain amount of sentimental value. But perhaps there's some sort of exchange we could negotiate.
I'm listening.
Well, you see, I've been a hunter for many years. And I'm a collector of sorts, of all things rare and spectacular.
Go on.
I need you to make a perception check.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, damn.
5.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Probably 5 with that one. I think that is a 29.
All right, with a 29, he reaches out and he grabs another one of those square boxes.
Right.
And he says, and you are very spectacular. And as he kind of goes to sort of go to hit you in the face with this box, you kind of snatch and grab his hand.
I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of his hair as well and pull him back to look me directly in the face. I'm gonna say,
How interesting. My charm isn't working on you. I wonder why that is.
Oh, that's because you're in the merchant quarter, lad. Tricks of the mind aren't allowed in here. Oh, mind your fierce throng you are.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna push his hand down with all my strength.
Yeah.
I was getting a bit peckish. And like I said, I like to play with my food.
And then
And then we cut.
Eat it! Do it!
To the to the Invention Hall, where in the Invention Hall you can see there are large signs and billboards, sprays of color going everywhere as people are hawking and pretty much just promoting all of their newest and latest inventions and innovations. The Beastmasters here are of all shapes and sizes, and there are things for like having trouble getting through that last dungeon? Don't worry, gnome in a can. Shake it up, pop. Throw a gnome out, let it trigger the trap for you. As you know, just... Where am I? What is life? What is meaning? What's going on? And just murders. Just the trap murks the gnome. As you can then see.
If you can't do it, and no one can, put your trust in the gnome and they can.
Oh my god.
Gain an inspiration.
Very good.
As Ollie, you are like a kid in a candy store. Like there is not a single spot that does not just call out to you. As this happens, Miri, you can see that that the predominant amount of things that are here are stuff catered towards the pit fights, and there is something here, an incredibly rare ingredient. It is called prismatic gelatin. Prismatic gelatin is a magical type of foodstuff that is very rare in the Bellowing Wilds. There is a very special type of flowering plant that blooms once every 7 years, and once it does so, creates a scintillating series of colored gels that create a sap that bleeds from the actual fruit and can be used to make a gelatin. It's kind of like a multi-flavored sherbet that changes taste as you enjoy it. Now, a very healthy portion of this is up for grabs currently for those people who sign themselves and a beast to fight in the Colosseum. Of course, knowing, of course, knowing that that the prize is quite hard to get. That is what you can see that catches your eye most in this particular area.
Well, are we still scouring for ingredients in order to try and win the contest?
I mean that's what you came in with your 2 chefs, but you definitely don't have any ingredients, and it wouldn't be too far for you to believe that maybe some acquisition of some rare ingredients might be a worthwhile endeavor.
Okay, well, thing is that Miri is definitely like, she's not thrilled to be here because this is a pretty insidious place as far as her opinion is, and now she's just sort of like, oh man, and she's also kind of mixed up about the Weaver too, just like,
why was that guy here? Like, we're supposed to be not evil, and it's a pretty evil place to be.
But I guess she will eventually wander over to the gelatin or the ingredients.
All right, approaching, you can see a small elven man, small for an elf, so still tall. And he says, "Hey there, kid. Welcome. Step right up and win a prize. You want to sign up for the Young Adventurers pack, or do you want to try and play with some of the big boys in the big leagues? Huh? You found yourself a small cat or a dog? What do you want to throw into the fighting pit?"
What's all?
There's a small gumball here for anyone who participates. It's chewy and bubblegum flavored. I don't know what bubblegum flavor is, but it's delicious.
Is it you have to enter a small creature into this contest to win the gelatin?
Looking at the board behind him, you can tell he's kind of being derogatory because you are quite cute looking, like small and so he's pointed at the lower tier. Now that's not where the gelatin is. The prize is kind of like like a coupon to a bed and breakfast, Whereas if you look up high, the Titan contest is where the gelatin is, and the minimum requirement is for large creatures to be signed on.
Alright, so what's Ollie doing right now?
Ollie is currently looking at what's called a pin missile pinwheel. Okay, now listen here. Let's say that you're hunting a child, and you kind of, Miri, at this point, you kind of stop and interrupt and approach Ollie at that point.
No, hunting kids? Really? Kids? I mean, not important. Okay,
I imagine the look on your face. Really? Kids?
Like, what in all spider hell is wrong with you? If you talking
Spider
to
hell.
Points back at the guy in the car, like, I'm talking to you later, mister. Like, you gotta get your life in order.
Not a pinwheel.
Mary, look, there's so kinds of magic. Look, it's like a pinwheel. Look, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's real neat. Kind of an evil. Ollie, how do you feel about fighting contests?
Well, I mean, I used to be in a Colosseum, and we fought. Once I got big and strong, I fought a lot. I don't have a problem with it. Why? What's going on?
But there's a contest over there to win some gelatin if we know the biggest, strongest fighter. But I don't want you to fight if it's not.
I'm big and strong.
Yeah, but do you enjoy fighting? Like, is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I mean, if you want to, you can see if you can win the contest, and then I'll definitely get you a cool, magical, not evil item.
No, wait, is it like magic jelly?
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
Oh.
I think. Definitely pretty.
Where do we go? Where is it?
Over there. He just points at the booth.
All right, I just pick you up. I'm like, all right, take me. Let's go.
You see the
sure.
guy at the counter. He's like got a toothpick. He's like.
Hello, sir. We're back.
I put you down. Just slam my
thank you.
my hands on the table. I hear you have jelly.
My friend here is very
We
excited
cut
about
away.
it.
We cut away on that beautiful line. Back to the kitchen. Now, Eliza, you and Quincy have been given a bench. They were once packing it down. There is tons of utensils here. Biscotti is still enraged and has challenged you to a contest. The winner of the contest will get to continue and sign on for the off-menu contest. The loser needs to join the other's kitchen.
Ooh.
What's the other's kitchen?
That means Biscotti will come in and work for Eliza, or Eliza will join the entourage of kobold kitchen hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, this is all Eliza because I'm still sitting there with a banner that says Biscotti on it. You got this.
Actually, are there any familiar kobolds in his entourage?
Yeah, taking a look, there is one familiar kobold. He seems to be whipping eggs and just...
All right. Biscotti, I'd like to make a wager with you, as well as this current one.
All right, what do you want from Biscotti?
How about I give you one of mine as an assistant, and I take one of yours as an assistant. That way...
Please.
That way we can make sure that no one's cheating.
Please.
Biscotti, he does not allow people who do not know how to cook. Make a persuasion check.
I will persuade
And
him.
roll with advantage for sheer insistence.
Oh man.
So good.
Biscotti, I love you! I'm just going all King Julian on him. I'll be Mort.
Please.
Okay, that second one's better. That's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
He says, fine. You can have... He points at the one whipping eggs. You go over there and make sure he's not cheating.
Yes, Mr. Biscotti. I mean, yes, chef. Okay, Eliza, what are you doing?
It's all right, Shug. I got this.
I was warning you to stay away. I told you that they were coming.
But you know what, Shug? They broke my cart. So now I gotta
No.
I know, it's the 5th one, too. But if I win this, I might be able to get my cart back and also a little bit of revenge.
But what about your friend?
Oh, my friend.
Quincy, what are you doing on the other side while?
If I'm like behind Biscotti's like table area, I'm just kind of like I wink at Eliza that we got this, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what is that? And I point to a spoon.
As you point to the spoon, he says, "That is a candy."
What is that?
Actually, food. That is a napkin. This napkin is also a candy.
Is it all candy?
No.
Oh.
But yes.
Oh. I've
Tanya,
never
how
cooked
did you
anything
work
in my
with someone
life.
who only makes candy.
I am a patissier. But I also cook everything because I am a biscotti. And if I don't eat it, I don't cook it.
Wise words. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, but you may be twice cooked, but you're a bit half-boiled, aren't you?
Is that an egg joke? Because I am around. Oh, I swear.
I mean, I didn't mean it that way, but you took it, and you ran with it. So good job, buddy.
Look.
Don't listen to the bunny, old venerable, large, and girthy Biscotti.
There were a lot of adjectives in there, and Biscotti doesn't know how he feels.
A lot of words.
Oh, your great girthiness.
And Eliza leans down to the little kobold and says, Tonio, I think we got this, but I want to take you to the finals, if you'll have me. Like old times.
Yeah. I mean, like old times. I'm sure we'll yeah. This. Of course. I still remember all the old recipes. Yeah.
Fantastic. And Eliza tosses him one of her knives.
As he says, I can hold this.
Well, you can do. I would hope that you do more than hold it, Shug. I need you to cook.
He hasn't touched a kitchen knife in years. As he reaches down and holds it, his eyes go light, and he goes, "Yeah! I'm gonna break you! I'm gonna cook you the next best thing. The next time you eat the food that I put in front of you, it's gonna break your taste buds clean out of your mouth with an explosion of flavor."
Hell yeah! We're gonna burn your whole table down with flavor!
We're gonna burn their table! He pulls out literally a petrol canister out of nowhere.
WWE of cooking.
Oh man, Eliza whips out two little headbands and affixes them to both of them.
God! And they just scream. Okay.
Yeah!
Randy Orton coming out of nowhere.
Coming out of nowhere!
Lies in the corner with the folding chair!
Okay, so we're starting with the cooking contest. Now, for the cooking contest to happen, we need 3 pieces of 3 meals, right? So we need a appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. What I'm going to allow you guys to do, just because we have like 20 minutes-ish to kind of get through the contest here, I'm going to allow in the Discord for both Quincy and Carson to discuss what they would like to present. And we will allow our audience to decide which sounds tastier, the meal or what they present. So you guys can do this while I continue the other encounters, and we will then we'll come back to that if that's all right with you guys.
Oh. Do I want to win this?
So you're helping as a player,
right?
As a character, we're gonna have you sabotaging Biscotti, and then I'll make the adjustments to what Biscotti's put. So that's how we're gonna play that one. Okay. Meanwhile, back to the gaming table. After a very complex explanation, all right. Now, did you follow all of this, or do I need to repeat it again?
I can follow the rules very well.
All right,
no
excellent.
stranger to this.
Roll 3d6.
Firstly, so is it a single dice that she's using? Is this like a multi-dice thing in the game that she's playing?
Oh, it's a multi-dice thing. So she's got a bag of 5 dice. She's rolling 3.
Cool. Is there any possibility that I can switch in my charlatan's dice? Like, do any of them look like my charlatan's dice first? Because obviously,
they all look exactly identical to your charlatan dice. In fact, it's crazy how identical they look.
Crazy, it's coincidence. So in that case, I am going and describe the exact surroundings around us. She's back to a wall, or are we like in the middle of a?
You're in the middle of like a gaming hall, so there's several large tables just around with other people playing games. Okay. You've attracted a small crowd as people love to watch Calamity Jan, and do their thing. I'm quite a charismatic person, so I can vamp and just talk for a while until the right moment. And what I'm looking for is somebody who is walking like behind her, essentially. And when somebody walks behind her, I've taken out of my pocket my bag of 1,000 ball bearings, and I'm opening the bag with my finger beneath the table, and then I'm just going to kind of like throw them under the table in her direction, so that there's ball bearings hitting the ground behind her. If the ball bearings distract her, then fine. If not, then the person who's walking past will hopefully slip over, and poof. All I'm looking for is just one moment where she like turns away from the table, and then I'm going to sleight of hand swap my charlatan's die in. Nice. You hear the sound of screaming as someone goes, "Oh my God! Someone killed freaking Bismarck!" And she turns over. And,
that'll do it. Just as I'm about to throw my ball bearings out, I'm like, "Oh, that'll do it." That is not the greatest, but I'm going to use my guidance that I gave myself before sitting down with her. Oh, good. 4. So that's 13 plus 5, 18 on sleight of hand.
Nice. Yep, easy. You managed to avoid her notice and her gaze as you switch. But you can also add a regular dice to your inventory as you've taken it. And you need.
No, I have a regular dice.
All right.
And then we play 3d6. But I can assume.
All right. Yep. Roll 3d6.
And oh wow, that's actually a really good roll, I think. Being that she told Polly the rules and you did not tell me the rules, is it highest numbers good?
No.
It's high.
What kind of game do you think this is? What did you roll?
I don't know. What's the game?
I'm not telling you. Just tell me what you rolled.
I rolled a 6 and 2 5s, but one of them's a charlatan die, and I can turn it to whatever number I want it to be.
All right. So if you turn it to a 3,
the 6 or one of the 5s.
You turn any of them. Because the game is actually called threes.
Okay, I'll turn one of the 5s to a 3. There you go. As it hits the table, it's slow motion. Just goes, it tips back onto the 3.
Beautiful. All right. As she says that, she says "impossible." As she says, "All right, you win round 1, but now we play for keeps." And she like does the whole like Yu-Gi-Oh like, "You've activated my trap card." Yeah. So she's getting ready to throw down.
And I say, believe in the heart of the dice.
All right. Well, before we continue, because we only have just under 10 minutes, let's jump super quickly to Malachi. Malachi, you walk out of the tent, kind of dab a little bit of redness from around your lips as you step out from behind the tent with some brand new gloves.
Hells yeah.
Do enjoy a good stout brew. I wonder what the others are up to.
Is there any commotions that I'm going to be drawn to?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are approached by the Gladius, the tarantula person, who rushes over and says, "Sorry. Where's Bismarck? Oh, never mind. Look, you need to come with me now."
Why's that?
Please, we can't talk here.
Very well. I'll follow you. I have learned to trust the Weavers. My travels.
As you follow them away, you then hear the sound of someone screaming, "Oh my God! Someone killed Bismarck!" As you know, as you move away. Now, apologies for the deception and the subterfuge. Listen, a matter of grave importance has arisen. I noticed that you had a friend of yours, a weaver, that was traveling.
Miri.
Miri is in great danger. I am part of a small group, an order, seeking to protect the weavers who have journeyed away from our hometown. Many like Miri have been trying very hard and valiantly to prove to others that we aren't as our appearance would appear, evil or malicious. The Beastmasters, however, did not see that the case. They saw us as rarities and oddities. I've only just managed to infiltrate the convention because they have actually taken a tribe of our people and intend to auction them off here.
Oh, I'm going to be killing many people this day. How can I help? We need to find Miri first, I'm assuming.
He nods and says, yes, but there is something else. And as we cut away from that scene, we go to the large arena where you could see the elf man sort of, hello, is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HuntCon. We are, of course, here gathered once more for the glory of each and every one of you, our wonderful huntmasters. You have spent this last year doing a number of amazing hunts, and we have now got a very special event for you here. Behold, the man, the beast. What's your name, kid?
Oh, me. I'm Ollie.
That's a crap name. The Mini Mangler! You hear everyone's like, yeah, Mangler, as they start to roar and they cheer.
I think Ollie's a nice name.
Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
And of course, returning as champion to reclaim his belt, Outback Jack and the Moss Wyvern. And stepping out from behind this large gate is this immense winged creature whose wings are covered in this large and thick moss. And as it roars through the sky, we will return yet another day to find the fate of our heroes amongst HuntCon. We have reached our time, but thank you so much to my wonderful players and to, of course, my wonderful and amazing audience. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Now, we did kind of speak in the break, and we spoke between, schedules permitting. We are all intending to come back for a part 2 and wrap up the incident at HuntCon. But for now, however, we thank you for your attendance. We wish you adieu. And to do our sign outs, let's throw it to the cast. Starting with, of course, our lovely Robert.
Hello, everyone. Firstly, thank you very much, Dag. This has been an absolute blast. I wish we didn't have to stop, but unfortunately, logistics dictate that I have to share my recording studio, aka garage, whenever we're here in lockdown. and my fiance needs the room for her classes and patients and things. So we're gonna have to leave it there. Come back for a part 2. There's the silver lining of having to draw it. It forces us to come back for a part 2.
It also means I can add more stuff.
Exactly. If you have enjoyed it here today, guys, then please do drop a follow on this channel. This channel is mine, and I'm a professional dungeon master. I do D&D related content several times a week, and I'm sure you'll love the content you see here. You can also find me on YouTube at Robert Hartley or at Viva La Dirt League D&D. Over to you, Dread.
Hi, I'm Josh, the Dread GM. I am also a professional game master and content creator, and I do a lot of cool things. So if you want to see what I do, just Google Dread GM, and that's where you'll find me. More aptly, we have something. What was that? Okay. We got a really cool event coming up at the end of the week called Con-Save. It was meant to be DreadCon, but we weren't able to make it, so we had to make a Con-Save. So we will be doing 36-hour stream where we'll be doing cool things like playing Dungeons and Dragons, other systems like Through the Breach with Michael here and Dag, and Rob is running a game on that too. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So it's a mini con, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you, Dag, as well for having me. I love your games so very much. I don't think you'll be able to catch me without a smile whenever we're playing together. And Rob, thank you so much for having me on the channel as well. It's a blast. I love you guys so much, and new friends as well, like Quincy, Carson, and also Bees or Guppy as well. Just shush. I'm just very happy. So.
Guppy,
right,
I have to force him to move on, or he doesn't stop gushing.
Sorry?
Never mind. Don't worry about
it. Hi, I'm Gothy. You can check me out at Dynabees on Twitter. You can also see a bunch of my artwork for the Fool's Gold campaign, which I am the lead artist for, where the Kickstarter is live right now. I think we're getting really close to hitting our $1 million stretch goal, which I'm very excited for. So thank you, everybody, for coming out to see us. And thank you, everybody who was here for this great session. I'm definitely looking forward to what Did Ozzy has for us next time.
Yeah.
And thank you, Robert, for hosting as well.
Narrator, where can people find you?
Yeah, hi, that's me. Hi everyone. I just want to say again, thank you for inviting me. I usually don't have a lot of friends that love to play D&D, and you guys do this for a living, which is amazing. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Just your narrator. I do a lot of VO content creation and different things with voices. So that's where you can find me. And again, this was super cool. I made a lot of new people, a lot of new friends, and this is dope.
Yeah.
And there you go. Now you have friends who play D&D.
Come play more with us.
Finally!
Come play more games!
Please!
So good.
Hi, everybody. My name is Quincy. You can find me on Quincy's Tavern on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I also stream a lot here on Twitch at Quincy's Tavern. Tomorrow we'll be playing a little bit of Inscription, which is a nice spoopy card game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Starting at 7 tomorrow and going to stop early so we can get a Critical Role watch party happening in our Discord at Quincy's Tavern. So thanks for being here, friends. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us, Robert, and all. Appreciate it.
And I'm Carson. You probably know me as the guy who played Arena in Fool's Gold. And I do a comfy hangout stream on twitch.tv/SpaceShark. And in fact, I promised everyone that I'd be beating Code Vein tonight, and I am going to be making good on that promise. So if you want to keep the party going, head on over to my channel after the stream. I'll be playing Code Vein as Arena from Fool's Gold, so it's going to be some hijinks. I'm on the last boss, so...
Oh,
yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's a two-parter.
I don't have anything to do until 5:30 p.m. tomorrow.
I
so.
don't have anything. Oh, you're good then. You're fine.
Exactly.
And hey guys, I've been Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I am a professional role player and streamer, and I specialize in tabletop role-playing games with a focus on mental health and well-being and the use of role-playing games. You can find me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/deadaussiegamer, as well as a whole bunch of other places. Now you'll find me on Robert Hartley's channel, weaseling my way everywhere. And guys, I just got to say this: I have an absolute blast every time I do these games, because I think one thing that is most important to always remember is that we are connected so strongly through the role playing that we do. Like, it looks like a ton of fun because it is a ton of fun, and it's been an absolute pleasure getting to play with you. Some of you guys I've played with before, some of you guys I haven't played with for years. I'm looking at you, Grant, and of course some of you I've played with for the very first time. All of you are amazing, and the fact that you guys can all come here and just mesh like the way you did, it just shows me just how much you guys all care about this stuff, and yeah, I cannot wait to keep this going. But always, guys, remember as well, a big shout out and thank you to the people who rated us today, XP to level 3 and Careful Cantrip, as well as the infamous Joe Cat. Thank you guys for rating. Do we have any other raters?
Phoenix just rated in.
Phoenix! Hi, Phoenix! We're leaving! Thank you, though.
Thank you very much for joining us, everybody.
We'll take them to someone else. It's good.
And of course, be sure to go to check out the Kickstarter as well. Till next time.
We'll bounce you over to Space Shack's channel if you're going to be going live at some point, and you can all drop a follow.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Bye. Until next time.